everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you signed that NDA. Let's go! All other numbers will be ignored, and if you didn't sign it, you can't type in here. You cannot talk to me unless you have an NDA. Just saying, I don't trust any of you mofos. So it looks like Love and Heather McDonald and Default and Christina and Kim and Twinkle are the only ones allowed to talk in this chat for now. Just saying. You cannot speak to me unless you sign your NDA. That's just the way the world works, according to Deaf Noodles. Let's go. Well, just to let you know, I have tricked you all, every single one of y'all, by typing in here and seeing your name. You have signed the NDA. So let's put a 1 in chat for getting hype for this subject, because I thought I was done talking to him, and the man didn't even give me 24 hours before I had to start talking about him again. It's his fault. Let's go. 1 in the chat if you're excited. Let's go. guys what this following song is. Go get your snacks, drinks, whatever you need to stay up for this late night edition of Xylee Gets Real. Because I wanted to get this out of the way. Because tomorrow I'm thinking about covering not Petty Paige Christie. Covering her video about Miasaurus tomorrow. Just to do something different. So, go get what you gotta get.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up.
Yep, sorry about that, guys. I was busy with something. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna improve. Dennis has me. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. Alright, so what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. No, that's not what I said at all, Felon. What I said was I'm not doing another stream unless something else comes back up. Edwin tried to pull that same shit on me today, and I had to show him my tweet. That's what I said last night. I said last night I'm not doing another stream on him unless he does something else, and he did something else. Oh, good luck, Paranormal Witch. It's okay, Felon. Don't worry. Edwin tried it with me last night, today, and he got shut down real quick, as he's doing his live stream right now. That's okay. Alright. Now, nothing, Alexis. Edwin didn't do anything. He was joking with me. Ah, Christina. Alright, so for some reason, the first 20-some minutes, I don't know, I just basically can't play it. It was buffering for some reason. So we're going to start at like the 24-minute mark. So, you know what? I'm going to do the chat replay because I want to show where he didn't read certain super chats. So, are y'all ready? I don't know why you got scared. Alexis, if me and Edwin were fighting, you would know it. Okay? Don't be scared. I would be in this mofo saying F Edwin this, F Edwin that. Edwin, you kiss my butt, all that stuff. But I'm not saying that. So. Alright, one in the chat if you're ready. All right. So we're going to start around the 24-minute mark. Let's go.
Incite a riot.
The whole time,
yeah.
From the beginning of the show, and that
Yeah.
wouldn't take place in any other establishment at all. Like, you cannot raise hell like that.
Yeah, and
that's
we're
the thing.
tightening
You raising hell like that means you looking for some type of response.
Exactly, and we're tightening everything up. Somebody said, Tits and Acid said, Salvo sucks, but Def, you got to take some responsibility. You invited it. Yes, I did. I invited it. I invited him into the building because in my head, I wanted to have a cool event, including a YouTuber. I'm trying to intersect the YouTube world with the comedy world, with the traditional comedy world. We talk about this all the time, me and Steven. I'm trying to create an intersection between that, between YouTube beef, talking shit on the internet, and comedy roast battles. That's why I wanted to, and that's...
Okay, but you can't do that by telling them to pull up or shut up, and they pulled up and didn't shut up. And you can't do that by insinuating violence on Twitter. It's like you can talk all this mad shit in Twitter, but when you go face to face, you don't expect anything. I mean, like, really?
That's why, honestly, I put up with more shit than I should have because I was interested in seeing the outcome. And, I mean, I take full responsibility for that. Yes, I take full responsibility for that. And I honestly, I should have kicked him out earlier, maybe not even let him in the building. And that's something that I'm going to adjust in the future. If I book a YouTuber or if I book anyone and they're acting like him, they just don't get into the building, and that's it. That's one of the things I'm going to do. No, Dennis, you've been antagonizing people for weeks. I mean, How have I been antagonizing them? Name one way that I've been antagonizing people.
Okay, so can anybody in the chat name ways that Def was antagonizing people? I'll wait. Yeah, how has Def been antagonizing people? Yeah, but what has he been saying on Twitter? Yep, death threats, threatening to murder Cabos, calling people pedos, pull up or shut up. I have my thing on Steven, Christina. I'm gonna give you my thing on Steven. You literally said, pull up or shut up, sir. Don't play the victim when someone does so. Educate yourself at the end of a shotgun. Threatening Cabos, asking people to pull up. Quote, tweeting YouTubers, calling them out. Calling people irrelevant. There you go.
People, you mean people talk shit to me and I respond to them on the internet? I mean, like, please. Like, this is like so fucking stupid. If you're referencing tweets, every single tweet that you're going to reference, you're going to see it's a quote tweet response to someone else. So I'm responding to someone else. If anything,
You're still responsible for your response. Period.
I'm playing defense. So you can look at like I said, the narrative is so skewed one way. They even bullied Moist Critical, a guy with 11 million subscribers, to essentially recant or whatever you call it, like take back his video where he was very middle of the road and said that at the end of the day, even though me pushing him off stage was wrong, that
No, he wasn't middle of the road. He was misinformed. Because unfortunately, Charlie, our Jesus of YouTube, which we still stand Charlie, we still love some Charlie. Not really a stand because, I don't believe in standing people. But, we still love Charlie here. Charlie was misinformed, and he got told he was misinformed, and he turned around and made a new video. He did not know that Salvo was invited. He didn't know. Now, could he have found that out rather quickly? Yes, he could have, but he didn't. Amber Chick, Charlie only needs to be pretty. Charlie only needs to sit down in front of that camera and be pretty. That's all he needs to do. Daniel, I know because I was there. Come on, stay relevant to what we're doing, Daniel, okay?
Him acting the way that he did was justifiable for somebody to end up doing that to him. Like, that's what he said in his original video, and they literally bullied him into taking it back. So, I mean...
No, that shit crazy, man.
Yeah. It's like, I
seen it too. They're like, first when the video dropped, they're like, oh, you're fucking stupid. You didn't do your research. All of his fans are like, oh, you're stupid.
That's exactly, okay, calling him stupid, no. Listen, people make mistakes. What have I always said on this channel? People make mistakes. All right? And Charlie made a mistake. And you know what? He turned around and he fixed it. Just because he has 11 million subscribers or however many subscribers that he has, it doesn't mean he's not capable of making a mistake. He fixed it. Okay. No harm, no foul. You fucked up, you fixed it. He's human. He's still human. No matter how many subscribers he has, how much money he has, he's still human.
And then when he redid the video, they're like, oh, you're great. You're amazing. Thanks for doing your research. But it was like, bro, this is not the story.
They were so disappointed, too. There were so many tweets about people saying, oh...
And by the way, Charlie wasn't just told about his mistake. He was shown his mistake. Charlie got shown where he made his mistake. They showed him the tweets. They showed him Dennis's little post of the playbill of the show. They showed him that. It's not like he just got told and he just took with what he got told. No, they showed him.
Oh, this ruins the narrative. Oh my God, this isn't fun anymore. Just because he didn't pile on. It's absolutely fucking insane the lengths that people are going for this shit. And honestly, it's like, It's just fucking nuts. Anyway, to go into the Vegas thing, all right? Tiana said you're crazy. I believe her. Hey, you can believe whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to share my side of the story, and you can believe it or you don't have to believe me, okay? I'm not here to convince you of anything.
All right, that whole Tiana thing, Tiana actually went live on TikTok today. Somebody supposedly screen recorded it. I am waiting for that copy of that. But yeah, he actually sent her a text message saying that, yeah, because she did like a little 2-minute, 3-minute story time about her boss taking her to Burning Man and what a bad experience it was. And she used to be on the podcast, so 1 + 1 = 2. And then she went on a story time, and then she went live, and yeah, he's threatening to sue her. She said it first. Well, he said that it's going to legal in here. So people were wondering, okay, some people were like, okay, one screenshot doesn't prove he's actually suing her, but he actually said here it's legal now.
I'm just here to share my side of the story. At this point, the narrative is so stacked up against me. That's all I can do, and that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna share it with you, and you can. You need a shower, dude. I took a shower this morning, trust me. But the office is hot, so I'm sweating a little bit. Also,
yeah, I know, Chris. That's what I just said.
I'm unshaved and ungroomed right now.
Wait, you know what? There's a delay on here, so you probably typed that before I said it. By the time you heard it, yeah. But yeah, he sent her a DM saying he's gonna sue her
because I'm playing a part in a movie this week.
Lawyers activated.
So I have to look like a wild man, okay? I have to grow out my beard and make my hair look crazy. Trust me, next week I'm going to get a haircut, clean up, and I'll look like the little fuckboy that I look like, okay? Anyway, this is 68 degrees. It's 110 in Los Angeles, okay? Anyway, to get to the point. So Las Vegas. Yesterday, we were, not yesterday, on Friday, I was putting together the show. Oh, yeah, before we even get to the Las Vegas thing, Cubby asked, were the people who paid for the Eventbrite refunded? So I want to say I didn't list the Eventbrite. Before we even get to this, I didn't list the Eventbrite. I had no responsibility over the tickets. I was just told to share it and promote it. And this is what I'm going to do. Anybody who purchased tickets for that Saturday show in Las Vegas, I will personally refund you. Send me proof that you either spent gas money, that you either bought plane tickets, that you either bought tickets to the show, whatever it is. Send me evidence. Send me a receipt.
Okay, so that was for the event the next day in Las Vegas. I know Augie called them. He put it on Twitter. Augie called them, and they said they didn't even know who he was. Now, he said Dennis Fatoza. I don't know if other people called and asked. No, actually, one other person, I think Riveter, called and asked for Deaf Noodles or Dennis Fatoza. Again, they didn't know who he was. Now, I don't know because people be snitches, so I don't know for a fact if nobody did call and they're just saying, like, we don't know him as in fuck him or what? Oh, Flop Tina called. Okay. And you asked for Deaf Noodles or Dennis Fatoza? So, I don't know what's going on with that, but apparently, yeah. All right, but here's the thing. During this podcast, I want y'all to listen to Steven. Because I feel like Steven, I just asked Deaf Noodles tickets, and they said the same thing they told Augie. Okay, all right, so we got it covered with Dennis Fatoza and Deaf Noodles. All right, cool. Excuse me. I want y'all to listen to Steven during this, because even though at some points Steven is like kind of hostile, at the same time, I think it sounds like to me Steven's getting over this shit. And trying to wrangle Deaf Noodles in. All right, again, just listen. Yeah.
Send me your bank statement showing that you did the purchase, and I will personally refund you because honestly, I went into something. I was told it was going to be something, and something completely different happened. And I'll tell all of you the story, but I just wanted to say this off the top that I will personally refund you. Send me all your receipts. It's fanmail@deafnoodles.com. You have to send me the receipt, and you have to send me the proof the essentially the stub or whatever it is from your bank statement showing that you actually went through with the purchase. Okay, you do those 2 things, and I will personally refund you. I will either Venmo it to you, I will Zelle it to you, whatever is easier, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. Now back to the Vegas thing. So Friday, I'm getting everything ready for the roast battles. I'm just going through and making sure that we're doing certain things. People were, complaining, saying, oh, the stream was cutting out. There's a reason why the stream was, whichever one. People were saying the stream was cutting out. There's a reason why the stream was cutting out. I was running it on a 5-second delay. It was actually a 12-second delay, so that I could censor in case anybody said something that would get me banned on Twitch. So that's why the audio cut out sometimes. The stream is running on a delay.
Okay, dude, if you're gonna do a comedy show, just don't do it on Twitch. Don't do it on Twitch. Do it on YouTube. YouTube is much more relaxed about what you can say. Just do it on YouTube. Why are you so worried about goddamn Twitch?
And I have somebody specifically running the stream so I don't get banned on Twitch. I specifically don't care what gets said, but I don't want to get banned on Twitch again. And because of the nature of these shows, the nature of how comedy works, the nature of how the people are coming into my shows, like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to run it like a television show and essentially run it on a delay and censor it. So I was testing that out. Throughout the day and figuring out different ways to make it.
I just want to say, it is so fucking cringe. And this is for anybody. This just isn't to Deaf Noodles, okay? It is so cringe when I see people call others zaddy with a Z. That is so goddamn... Can we please stop that? Can we please stop zaddy? That is so cringe. What are y'all coming up with? Like, seriously. Zaddy. I hate that.
Get work. And essentially this comedian who came in, who I met like the first roast battle, I met him at the end of the show. He came in and we've been kind of friendly. I think we met twice since then and we talked. We've been friendly. He's been very nice to me. And honestly, I don't know that much about his background. We just talked for a bit, like 2 nights. Right. And that day, as I'm getting everything together, he said, hey, I got a show in Vegas tomorrow, Saturday. You want to come with me? And I was like, I don't know if I can really come because
Hell nah.
Well,
I got a whole show that I got to do.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even about the whole show.
Okay, this is where he gets into him about the Saturday thing.
The show was, like set up already. But he invited me to the show, and I said, I don't know if I can come because on Saturday, I had Home Depot coming through my building to pick up something that I was returning to them. So they were coming by to pick up something that I needed to return. And I essentially said I can't do it because of Home Depot. One of my friends who was there said, you know what, Dennis, maybe just go. This sounds like it could be cool, like doing a show in Vegas, right? And I was like, you know what, you're right. This could be a lot of fun. Like we could go to Vegas and, I changed my mind. Like in my head, spidey senses were tingling, but my friend said this could be fun. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And so then I had to find somebody to take care of my dogs while I was away. I had to find a ticket. I asked the guy, like, when do you think I should book my ticket? Because he said he was doing shows Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I was like, when should I? He said, oh, yeah, just book it for Sunday, the day after the show, Sunday afternoon so we can hang out or whatever. So I booked the ticket, got somebody to look after my dogs on Saturday and Sunday morning, and then just say, you know what, fuck it, with Home Depot, I'll just rebook it on Monday for them to pick up the stuff. So yeah, that happened. The whole show happens. And then afterwards, he was like, all right, let's drive to Vegas. And I'm finishing up my video, the one where we talked about the roast battles. I put it up, and then we drive to Vegas. We get there, 5 o'clock in the morning, and we check into the hotel. And the room was comped because I was, performing on the show. That's what I was told, that the room was comped because I was performing at the show, right? And this is, by the way, I should remind you that this is Labor Day.
It sounds like, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like his friend screwed him over. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like his friend, the one that you put in charge of your fucking security apparently, screwed you over. That's what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what it sounds like to me.
Weekend, like everything in Vegas is sold out, right? So somebody's saying Robin Tran owns you. So here's the thing. I invited Robin. Robin can come through and teach us how to roast since she's the expert. I really want her to show up and see how she deals with that crowd. I think it would be amazing. She's, a top tier roaster. It would be so much fun to have her on the show. Robin, you're always invited. So anyway, Vegas. So we're there. We get the room. I go, and I have receipts for all this shit. So if it gets to that, I can always share it. I get to we check in. I think it's 6 or like I go to my room. He goes to his room. He had his girlfriend with him. They were sharing a room. I go to my room, and I get a message around 7:30. I think he sends me the link to an Eventbrite and asks me to promote it, and I promote it. And the Eventbrite, I did not create it. Okay, I didn't create the Eventbrite. I just shared it on my social media. I did my job as a comic. I promoted the show because you want to get people out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't trust Reddits. But I mean, it could be, but I don't trust Reddit.
So, I was promoting the show. It was supposed to be at LA Comedy Club, and so I was promoting it. Went to sleep. I woke up around 10, and I went to the gym to work out because I'm obsessed with working out. Helps my mental health a whole bunch. And I start seeing people saying like on Twitter that they're like calling the club and this and that. And I'm like, people are trying to create drama even from this, right?
It was mayhem.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
To go out of their way to call a whole different club to get you, canceled from the show.
Yeah. Anyway, and I just want to remind everyone, if you purchase tickets, and I'm going to drop the link to the email once again right here.
God,
email me at fanmail@def. Airplane tickets to get there, whether you spend gas money. Hold on. So yeah, sorry. Okay, I think we're back. So, all right. So send me evidence, tickets or gas money. Email me. Not only to respond to you, okay, to this email. Send it to me. Personally refund you the money. Anyway, I shared it. We go to lunch. He says during lunch he gets a call, and then he says that his agent called him complaining about me being on the show because they were getting calls. The club was getting calls that I assaulted someone and that I shouldn't be on the show.
God.
Yeah. So this is what.
Well, you did technically.
This is what he's telling me that his agent is telling him, and then he says that he's fighting for me and that he wants to, Is the front door open?
I'm not sure.
Can you check? Just make sure it's closed, please. Anyway, Def Noodles is a scammer. I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I said I will refund anybody who spent money on anything. Anyway, back to the story. He said his agent called him, and he was like, I'm fighting for you, this and that. I'm going to keep you on the show.
Okay, I wouldn't go so far as to say Def Noodles pulled a Will Smith. He did not pull a Will Smith. But it is kind of funny that he said that shit about Will Smith and turned around and shoved Salvo without even saying a word to him yet. But I wouldn't say he pulled a Will Smith. Because the Will Smith, that was walking right up to his face and doing it to his face and slapping his face. And then sitting down and yelling at his ass. This was like totally different.
He later, like 10 minutes go by, he gets another call from his agent. He says his agent dropped him because he was associated with him and that he was still putting me on the show. And then later he gets another call and he says that the entire show got canceled because of the phone.
Yeah, it's arguably worse because he blindsided him. Yes, 100%. Arguably, because Chris Rock should have known that shit was about to happen like a second before it happened. You probably see it in his eyes. This one was from behind.
Phone calls because he kept getting calls. He said that at that point they got 10 calls or something. So at this point I feel really bad, right? Because the guy, I was like, dude, you don't have to put me on. Don't worry about it. Like I don't really care about going up. Like I don't want you to lose your management. I don't want you to lose your agent. And he's like, no, I'm fighting for you. And then we drive around Las Vegas for a bit. And as we're driving around, we're going to this like helicopter place. He wants to fly in a helicopter. So
dude, instead of figuring out what's going on with this comedy club, they go and check out helicopters. Man, it sounds like to me you got scammed for a date. I'm just saying. It sounds like to me he got scammed for a date.
Oh, you said 300, 3 calls, 300. Just relax. We're getting to it, okay? Anyway, so we're driving around, and as we're driving around, he keeps showing me, look, my agent is sending me that he's still getting calls. The club is getting calls. Club is getting calls. So, like, he would show me every time his agent would text him about the calls, and so at one point I was like, I should just delete all the posts. And he was like, yeah, delete the posts. So I did a screen recording. He asked me to do a screen recording of it and send it to him. And I sent him the screen recording and of the posts. And I deleted all the posts. I reposted my thirst trap on Twitter without mentioning anything about the show. But I had, like I said, I had nothing to do with any of it. Like, he told me I was going to be on the show. I was following what this comedian said. He said it was his show. It was his birthday show. And I believed him. Anyway, I think he even FaceTimed me at that point. It was like Steven FaceTimed me when we were outside a helicopter place. It was funny, though, because we were driving out of the helicopter place, and I was
worried. I was like,
you were worried?
I was like, man, this shit does not feel good. I do not get a good vibe from this
Yeah.
guy.
Steven was smart because now, now I'm going to give this to Steven, all right? And y'all can boo me all you want. I don't care. I'm going to give this to Steven. Because Steven is not terminally online, and this was a real world type of situation, Steven lives in the IRL, okay? Steven probably saw this for what it was. And he tried to warn him. And Def didn't listen. That's probably Def Noodles' biggest problem. He doesn't listen.
And the situation we've done it long enough to know, like, even if you were to do a spot, unless this is gonna be unless it's its own night, it's like, yeah, it's typically probably gonna be a 5 to 10 minute guest spot or a drop-in spot, so it's just like,
Make sure the front door is locked.
yeah, I think that's Carlos.
Yeah. Anyway,
someone made a Skid Row Steve is racist. That's hilarious.
they have one where Def Noodles is a scammer. I just want to make it absolutely clear as I'm telling this story. I'm going to drop the email in the chat again. If you personally spent money to either get to Vegas to watch the show, or if you purchased tickets to that Vegas show, email me your receipts. Email me evidence from your bank.
That's half his damn problem, Heather. Def thinks he knows better than everyone else. That's half his damn problem.
Statement that the transaction went through, and I will personally refund you. Okay, email me that. Anyway, I deleted the post. We're driving around. As we were driving around, I caught him. He was recording me. Like, his phone played back. Like, you know what I mean? He was like recording me in the back seat. He was recording our conversation, and his girlfriend even laughed a little bit. It was so.
That was weird.
Yeah. So.
Why was he recording the conversation? Come on, dude. Holy shit. Okay, here's the thing. Either Def Noodles is completely lying, or he got set up by Home Dude. Now, the way Steven is acting, I think Def got set up by Home Dude. I'm going to be honest. I honestly believe Def got set up by Home Dude. And then all the other excuses come after. That's what I think.
Anyway, then we go to this aquarium, and we're walking around the aquarium, and things are ramping up on the internet.
So instead of fixing things with the club, we go to look at helicopters and we go to an aquarium. He got set up for a date. I wonder how much of this Def Noodles paid for. I wonder how much Def Noodles paid for this. Instead of fixing shit with the club and this, that, and the other, we went and looked at helicopters and went to a goddamn aquarium. You got set up for a date. That's a date. That's a date.
People were live streaming themselves, calling the comedy club, and the comedy club is like, I don't know who he is. I don't know why, you're saying that this guy's performing here, and I'm here traveling with this guy who I met 2 weeks ago, and who told me he was going to book me on the club, and now said that his agent got dropped, and that dropped him because of me, and that the show got.
Oh, so now all of a sudden his agent dropped him because of you. Come on, dude.
Canceled because of me, and I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, right? And he says, you know what? We're going to show these trolls. I'm going to get you up on another club here in Las Vegas. And he starts making calls.
Yes, Davita, it sounds like a play date. They had a play date. He got scammed for a play date.
And then he calls a bunch of different clubs, apparently, and then he comes back to me as we're walking through the aquarium. I'm looking at sharks and shit, and he shows he comes back after one of these calls and he says, I got a spot 9:30 at this club, and we're gonna go up, and I'm gonna go up, and I got a spot for myself, but I'm gonna bring you up on my spot so that you can prove these trolls wrong, right?
Hell.
Anyway, this was around 7:30, right?
You just heard Steven go, hell nah. Steven saw it for what it was, and he didn't listen to Def Noodles didn't listen to Steven. Steven saw it for what it was. He saw it for what it was. He just said, hell nah. He saw it for what it was. Def's too fucking arrogant to listen to anyone.
Or 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And we, end up leaving the spot. We go out for dinner. There was something really weird that happened at dinner. I'm not even going to go.
And now, okay, so first they went to helicopters, then they went to aquarium, and then they went to dinner. The hell does that sound like? You know what I'm saying? What the hell does that sound like? What did Toots McGee say? Maybe there's a real... Oh, Lord have mercy.
Go into it, but there was something really weird that happened at dinner. And I can go into it like later. It fed into what
Danny, welcome to the Just Saying crew. I appreciate it.
happened afterwards. But anyway, you know, we go to this other comedy club, and he like parks the car, and we run out. He runs out. He turns on the child lock, by the way, which I was in the back seat. I couldn't even open the door. It was fucking 110 degrees, yeah. And I couldn't even open the door, so I just sat there for a minute. Then I asked his girlfriend to walk around and open the door so I could at least get some air in. It was fucking blistering hot in Vegas, right? Anyway, I'm sitting there. He comes back and he says, no, they called this club too, and they don't want you to perform here. They said you're blacklisted in Vegas, right? And I was like,
Wait a minute. Now, if they called that club too, who called that club? Because, okay, so this is a second club. Who called that club? Who even... You know how many damn comedy clubs there are in Vegas? I'm pretty sure there's more than 2. Did somebody go around calling every single goddamn comedy club? So how did they even know about the second comedy club? And I'm doing that in air quotes. How did they know that? You notice he's talking about a second club here. People only knew about the first club. So what about the second club? You know what I'm saying?
fuck.
What?
Yeah, I was like, fuck. So he said, I'm going to walk you around and we'll go to the front and I'll introduce you to the hostess and you can start building a relationship. So we walk up to the front and, you know, he introduces me to the hostess. She says, hi. And then, you know, she's like, oh, yeah, I heard a lot about you. I was like, oh, yeah, what did you hear?
Okay, and here's the thing, felon. Here's the thing. Either one or two things are happening here, okay? Either he got set up for a play date, in which I think that's kind of true, because Steven's sitting here the whole damn time going, hell nah. Steven even FaceTimed his ass about it, okay? Or this is a complete extravagant lie. I think it's actually down the middle. I think that the road trip was true. And I think Steven told him, hell no, don't do that. And I think at this point, Dennis is lying about something within the story. Because either way, Dennis, you sound stupid as hell. Because you sound like you got scammed for a play date. Either he needs someone to monitor his online activity for scammers, or he's a liar, Amber Chick. Something like that, yes. Yeah, it's probably a mix of lies and other details.
And like the conversation changes. It was like,
But I think the trip is true though, because of how Steven's acting. I don't like Steven, but I don't think Steven's lying.
kind of unusual. Anyway, that happened. That was very weird. Other weird shit happened. But I'm not going to get into it unless this other shit like gets brought onto the internet. But that's the extent that I know. The next...
And some other weird shit happened. Now, I'm guessing, would that be the hotel room? Because he was told, because remember he said in the beginning, I was told the hotel room was comped. Does that mean he ended up having to pay for the hotel room? No, I think he went. I think he did go, March, I think he did go to Vegas. Because of how Steven's acting. I do. I honestly believe he went to Vegas. But you see how at the beginning he said, I thought the hotel room was comped? So, I think he's lying about a little bit of this. But I don't think he's lying about the whole thing.
This morning, like, I'm not even going to get into the other shit. But that's the extent of it. This is what I heard from him, from this comedian who said he got me a spot and drove me out there. And ended up by, all this shit happening. So, all I can do at this point, how would they know about the second place? I have absolutely no idea.
No.
I'm trusting the
See? How'd they even know about the second place? Somebody smart enough in the chat asked that question.
guy who is at this point telling me
No, I don't think he thought he was going to jail. I don't think that at all.
that he booked me for the show and is trying to book me on another show. So, I'm just trusting this person that I'm with. And which may have been the wrong thing.
Definitely the wrong thing.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just along for the ride. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna end this story by once again putting fan mail at deafnoodles.com. You can eat any resources, hotels. Went through, and I will immediately reimburse you to this Vegas show. Send me receipts, okay? I'm just asking you, please. People.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me run to the restroom real quick and get me a drink. Look at this beautiful scene until I be right back. All right, I'll be right back. I promise. I'm just run to the restroom real quick. Talk among yourselves. Act like y'all don't have. Well, no, y'all still are under NDA in this chat. Just letting you know. Talk among yourselves. Drinking here, shit. Okay, did anybody get pushed off a stage or anything? Anybody get hurt while I was gone? You signed the NDA, so I cannot be liable for anything. What'd y'all do? Quick, before she gets back. What? We're forming a union before. Okay, hold on. We're forming a union before she gets back. Everyone jump in the bus. Oh! Amber Chick's trying to unionize on me, huh? And who is the leader of said union? Who do I have to negotiate with? Huh? 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 Flop Tina's like, I activated my lawyers. Plants. Xylee, they got mad about the blood oath. I mean NDA. Amber Chick for the $1.99. We formed a union with 2 middle fingers. You know, it's funny. That tweet that I put out earlier about suck it losers, you're gonna have to sign an NDA. Fucking Jessica Pizzle retweets it going, LOL. Don't worry, guys. Xylee's just fighting with her mods again. I'm the CEO and president, ma'am. Tray me. I know that's right. It's a real threat when you say tray me. All right, let's go.
People are calling me a Brazilian druggie. Bro, if you had any idea, I don't do any drugs. I don't have time to do them. If I were doing drugs, I couldn't even deal with the amount of stress that's happening. You are Austin McBroom. I mean, I want to see the last time that Austin McBroom personally offered to reimburse people for
any scams
that he ran. And
yeah, but I tell you what, when you went up to Austin McBroom and asked him, how can I scam people, he actually treated you a lot better. He actually handled that situation a hell of a lot better than you did. Just saying.
I'm checking my email right now, and I can even share it with all of you. This is the email. This is it's gonna show you right now. Nobody. I'm just trying to check to see there's no personal information that couldn't be. Okay. So, all right. So here's my email. Nobody has emailed me so far. Just want to show you.
Jessica Pizzle exposed. Matt took a screenshot. Matt Pitt took a screenshot of this and was like, Jessica, did you email Def? All right, hold on. Let me get past this email part. Okay, no, he's good. He hasn't done it yet. Oh, wait.
Nobody has emailed me so far. I'm being extremely transparent. This is the email that you have to send it to, okay? fanmail@deafnoodles.com. Okay?
Love you too, Aisha.
Anyway, that's the thing. All right? please email me, fanmail@deafnoodles.com, your receipts, your proof of transactions, so I can immediately reimburse you for any costs that you may have had associated with going to that show. Okay? I'm asking you, please. I want to do right by anybody who ended up purchasing tickets or spending money to go to the show.
102,
Please.
I need to skip it. All right.
Email me.
Oh, my God. Okay, we
Went
get
through
you.
the whole thing. So share your perspective.
From my perspective, we just had the show basically be burned down through trolls and like whatever the narrative online is going to be. But it was shitty because we had legitimate fans here that didn't get to enjoy the show, and I didn't like that. We had comics here who were looking to perform their comedy. They didn't get to perform their comedy because they were disrupted the whole show. That wasn't cool. But in the midst of the show ending, you come over to me and say, bro, I'm heading to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? For what? I got a show. With who? This guy back here. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, he came by last week. He wants to do the show.
Oh, Steven is spilling the tea, people.
We're going to Vegas. I think it'd be a good look. I'm thinking no. Like, that's not even how comedy works. And even if you were to go out there and do a spot, it typically would be a drop-in spot. You know, it would be a guest spot, be 5 to 10 minute spot. So it's like that doesn't even add up to the value that we've been able to cultivate and build here on the ground on our own accord on some DIY shit, as opposed to, you know, getting invited to the club in Vegas, which is very likely to happen. You know, when we reach out or when we are actually in that space to, like, you know, travel and do other shit. So I just thought it just didn't make sense. The math didn't math up. I was like, this doesn't make sense. And we got all this other shit, you know, collateral damage to deal with. This dude claims he was here.
See, Steven knows. Steven knows. That's why I'm saying I believe he actually did go to Vegas, because the way I believe Steven. I do. No, he doesn't know how to handle any of this. Here's my thing. Like, how I'm looking at this situation in a sense of those comics, air quotes, aren't Twitter people, YouTube people, okay? They live in the real world. So what are they getting told by Dennis, who we already know is a liar? What are they getting told by him? So, can we really get mad at them if they don't know the whole story? Now, in the same sense, they can go and find out. But I'm pretty sure they're believing what Def is telling them. I do. No, I agree, TL. I agree. I'm just saying. But.
And ready to you know, solve a problem. You know, but when I got into his face, he stayed seated down. Now, any man knows if another man get in your face.
Are you talking about Sabo now?
You would stand up, right? Like, if another man just get into your face, you gonna stand.
And you know what? And if another man pushes me from behind, I'm turning around and knocking him out. In Minecraft. Now, it's funny you say that. If another man get in your face, if another man pushes me from behind like a punk, I'm going to turn around and deck him. What I'm not going to do is, one, push somebody from behind. They're going to see me coming. Okay? Two, I'm definitely not going to push somebody from behind, empty my pockets like I'm going to want to fight for real, but yet do the hold me back, bro, behind one of my friends. Like they're magically holding me back. And not really be about it. Don't empty your pockets if you're not really about it. That's what I'm saying. Deaf Noodles isn't really about it. He emptied his pockets like he was going to do something and then stood. I want to say it was Corey he was standing behind. Like, oh, he's holding me back. Yeah, puffing out his chest and pacing. Man, you could have dove and tried to get him. You didn't even do all that. You weren't really trying to fight.
Stand up, because obviously you got to address the problem that's there.
Yeah.
He stayed seated because he knew he didn't have the math to solve this problem.
Look, I can tell you right now, Woo Woo, being a skinny little Brazilian man, he's not a fighter. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Number one, Deaf Noodles is not little. He's like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. He's not little. He could have dove and got him if he really wanted to get him. And let me tell you something. Some of the scrappiest spiders out there are little. Are the little skinny ones. They're the wiry ones. They're the ones you usually have to look out for. I'm just saying. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. Yes, he is Brazilian, Rambo. Yes, he is Brazilian. I am not taking that away from him. Sorry. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
He stayed seated down, and he said, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
He was here to
Everybody
this
chant
talk.
on the count of 3, I can't breathe.
He was
wanted
here-
to mock George Floyd.
Yeah.
And I let him look like he was mocking George Floyd, which was very fucking stupid on his behalf. But all the people who support him, they went into that.
Okay, so I can see where people got upset with that chant. Now, there's supposedly an explanation, or there is an explanation, not supposedly. There's an explanation because of how hot it was and how everybody was packed in there. But I do not condone that chant. I don't. I don't condone that chant. But I can definitely see where people got mad at it. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get behind that, but yeah, I get it.
They left comments in supporting him, I guess, winning a troll against me.
100%.
I guess that's what that was.
So he definitely was here to start something. Like I said, he was trying to incite a riot.
So going to Vegas just was not it.
Yeah, going to Vegas was just not it. Anyway, now moving on to the whole situation with my former assistant Tiana, and there's a whole.
Okay, Rambo, that's like telling me I'm not Puerto Rican because I was born somewhere else in the world and not in the United States. Okay, I'm not arguing that. Amber, could you get rid of those 2 comments, please? If both his parents are Brazilian, he's Brazilian. I'm not arguing that. We're not going to argue that. We're not sitting here arguing whether he's Brazilian or not. That's like telling me I'm not Puerto Rican. And I'm not dealing with that. And Brazilians come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Just like Puerto Ricans come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. So we're not going to argue all that. I refuse to argue all that in here. Okay? All right? Just saying. Just like I'm Puerto Rican. Ember, I guess pushing an audience member in front of his fans isn't exciting, right? Yeah, right? When Petty Page come and explained he set that tone, I was like, you know what, girl? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I am definitely agree with that. He did set that tone. Now, JD, you are correct. JD, you are correct.
Share a sliver of this just because now it's a legal situation because she has not only grossly misrepresented everything that happened, but she's also lied. She's also slandered me. So it's a legal situation. So I'm going to share just a few receipts. Also, by the way, she didn't share a single receipt in any of her videos, but in any of her statements, I'm going to share a few receipts so you can see my side of the story and, you can get some actual facts about what happened leading up to Burning Man and specifically what was said, etc. But as I said, this is a legal situation now because she has gone out of her way to slander me and to defame me and to essentially misrepresent something, which is actually on video. So it's actually really insane that she would go to that extent. Not only do I have witnesses, like I have 20, 30 people who are witnesses to all of this shit, but I have receipts, I have bank transactions, I have text messages, I have all this shit. So yes, my lawyer is handling this.
There you go. He's, yeah. Which is a damn shame about that girl. I don't know. I know somebody is hoping to get an interview with her. They know how to look at the NDA and tell what she can and can't talk about. And I trust this person to keep to that. So hopefully we'll get an interview out of her. It all depends on how her NDA was written up. A crime wasn't committed, though, TLH. I don't think.
So admit you are a shit employer. I mean, if I were a shit employer, I wouldn't have people working for me. I have other people working for me.
Shit employers have people working for them all the time, Dennis. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
I have tons of people who come in and out of the building. I have, on average, 20 to 30 people who come in and out of the building every day. People who I collaborate in terms of business in different capacities. They're not all making videos like her, clout chasing this situation, because it's obvious that right now it's financially and I guess in her point of view, professionally lucrative to just go and join the hate mob and shit on me. But the truth is, people can request refunds via Eventbrite. I'm not
Lawyer activated.
not sure if this is about the Vegas thing. I'm not sure if people can request refunds on Eventbrite because the Eventbrite was closed at one point by the person who opened it. So that's why I'm offering to personally refund people. So that's what it is. Anyway, let's start off with the text messages the week before Burning Man, okay? So I get this text message Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Now he's getting into Tiana in here.
Just to set this up, Tiana, and I can go through her records. I have every day that she showed up to work, recorded every hour she worked, and I can go into further detail about this. But the week
I sped this up more so we can get past this part.
week before, Tiana missed 3 of the 5 days she was supposed to be at work. She at one point said that she thought she was sick and she tested for COVID. She didn't have COVID. Anyway, she thought she was sick. So I said, yeah, just come back whenever you're able to come back. And then Sunday, she said on Friday, I think she said on Friday that she was going to come back. And then on Sunday, this is what she said. So these are the actual text messages she said. She says, hey, I forgot to remind you, but I'm going out of town this week, Monday through Friday.
Okay, everybody, let's keep on subject. We ain't talking about Gabby Hanna.
This is the week leading up to Burning Man. And folks, we are supposed to be preparing for this trip as well as doing all the jobs.
Damn, he's dropping DMs and shit. Hey, I forgot to remind you, but I'm going out of town this week, Monday through Friday. Okay, thanks for letting me know. The next day, hey, Tiana, just wanted to confirm whether or not you'll be able to go to Burning Man. We're leaving on the 28th and returning on the 29th. Let me know so I can plan accordingly. Yes, I'm able to go. 3 days later, hey, I was just wondering if you bought the tickets already for Burning Man. Something came up this weekend, and it would be best for my schedule not to go if possible. And he tells her everything is purchased. Okay.
That we do. She's my assistant, right? So without her at work, like, I don't have somebody to assist me. Like, I essentially have to go back to doing her job so that I can just pay the bills and get the business going, right? So I respond, okay, thanks for letting me know. And then on Monday, I respond saying, I say something, because I kind of wanted to get my ducks in a row. She had been missing a lot of days. She now just tells me that she's going to be out all week. So in my head, I'm like, okay, is she actually going to be able to go to Burning Man, right? So I text her saying, hi, Tiana, just wanted to confirm whether you will be able to go to Burning Man.
I already
this
read
is enough
that.
time for me to get somebody else to go with me, for me to book another plane ticket, because here's the thing, you buy a plane ticket under someone's name, they're non-refundable. The tickets that I got, at least. I called American Airlines, and they're non-refundable. I can't change them. The credits go back to her. So I'm trying to get my ducks in a row so that I can bring somebody and organize the whole thing and make sure that I can, go. She responds on Tuesday, the next day, at 1 p.m., says, hi, yes, I'm able to go. And then on Friday, this is a day and a half before we're supposed to go to Burning Man, and 3 days after she confirmed that she was going, she says, hi.
What's up, Drama Pool?
Just wondering if you bought the tickets already for Burning Man. She knew I bought the tickets because she was here when I purchased the tickets. She was here when I purchased the airplane tickets. She heard me on the phone buying tickets with American Airlines and JetBlue, renting the car and doing everything. She knows that the tickets are purchased. I was on a wait list to get the Burning Man tickets because they sell out fast. And then there's you can join. It's like a program, like Light, whatever. You can join, and then they'll you get on a wait list, and then if somebody refunds their ticket, you can get it back. So this is Friday. I wanted to make sure that I had, this is, like I said, on Monday, I reached out to her. She responded on Tuesday. So I was like, okay, I guess we're going. I guess she's fine to go. So then on Friday, she changes the script. And then I respond to her, saying, hi, she says, just wondering, it would be for my, best for my schedule if I did not go. And she could have just said, and look, this is how I responded. And she could have said at any moment that she didn't want to go. I responded saying, yes, everything.
She said, okay, no worries, I'll be there. So tomorrow we're meeting at the office at 6 a.m. The flight leaves at 8:45 from LAX. Please confirm that you can go. She goes, yes, I can. And she obviously went.
Has been purchased. It's why I checked in with you earlier in the week so I could have time to change the names on the tickets. Let me know if you can't make it. I will potentially lose about $4,000 because of this, so I need to know so I can take appropriate action. So I'm just letting her know, look, I have a personal investment in this, and I'm going to lose money if you don't give me, the appropriate answer at the right time. I need to be able to take action so that I can bring somebody with me to record this event. I already spent a lot of money just to go to it, right? She responded, okay, no worries, I'll be there. I gave her an out. I said, let me know if you can't make it. I said, I can take appropriate action. Like, I can even have one of my new assistants and editors, like, vouch for this. I was trying to bring them with me. I just wasn't able to get a ticket for him in time, and she also confirmed. So I was, like, trying to pull every audible that I could to make sure that I had somebody going with me to Burning Man, right? She said, okay, no worries, I'll go. By the way, she framed it on her video saying that I was mad. He was so mad. Like, bro, like, I responded professionally here. You can see. Like, you can see, yes, everything has been purchased. That's why I checked with you earlier this week. Like, she just went out of her way to make...
I think he has really bad communication skills. And I think, honestly, and I'm not trying to do a diss here, I think he has really bad organization skills also. And that's fine. I have bad organization skills. So I get it. It's just, he needs someone to do all that for him. But I think he's so arrogant that he's probably one of those that feels like if he doesn't do it himself, it doesn't get done right.
Make me look like an evil person when I was giving her every out she could have, right? I was being reasonable. Like, this is the day before, a day and a half before. Like, if for anybody else, it would be livid, right? They would be pissed. But I'm just like, okay, she can't go. What can I do to change the situation or to make sure that I can go to Burning Man? I later texted her again, just confirming again, saying, so tomorrow we're meeting out at the office at 6 a.m. The flight leaves at 8:45 from LAX. Please confirm that you can make it there. She said, yeah, I can. Like, even the day before on Saturday at 6 p.m., I'm still confirming so that I can make sure. And that, like, she could have said, I don't want to go at any point. Okay, I'm being as professional as I fucking can, and I'm trying to give her as many outs as she can. Anyway, these are the text messages. Now, somebody said, she quit. Why didn't you fire her? She sucks so much. First off, I didn't fire her because she said that she was sick. She said that she needed some time. I'm a very, like, laid back, flexible person. Like, I'll work with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're having a personal problem, I got all of my employees, including Steven. I got everybody who works for me has
Welcome to the Just Saying crew, Sydney. I appreciate it.
access to better help. Like, I'm trying to get people shit. Like, right, Steven?
Yeah, we do got better help.
Yeah,
we need it. We need it all the time now. Dealing with this shit.
Like, they have access to better help. They have, like, I take care of the people who work for me, and I'm very flexible. I work with people. Okay, that's what I do. Like, anyway, she framed it in an extremely malicious way to make me look the worst way.
And that was the BetterHelp ad. Oh my God, if this is sponsored by BetterHelp, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I'm gonna laugh my... No, it's not there. Okay, thank God. I was gonna laugh my ass off if it was sponsored by BetterHelp and that was his BetterHelp thing.
Way possible, because right now it's profitable to make me look like an absolute piece of shit. It's profitable, okay? She gets clout, she gets attention. Everybody's like, "Oh no, Tiana, Def Noodles is an evil motherfucker. He's blah 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 blah." The reality of the situation is something else. Okay, I was trying to work with her and trying to really.
Okay, I don't think. Okay, Constant. I'm gonna be honest. That whole thing about him telling his ex to cut off the ding on her phone, he was not being aggressive in that video. I'm sorry. He was not being aggressive. That was a meme. He was not being aggressive. Because I'm going to be honest, I probably would have said worse. He was not being aggressive. Yeah, and Steven doesn't defend him there. 100%, Kim. That's what I'm saying. I think Steven's starting to catch up. It's just it's taking him longer because he's not an online person.
Make it, as easy as possible for her. Now, onto the car and the expired license, okay? Yes, I have an expired driver's license. I tried to get my license renewed, but they need a few different things from me because of how things work in California. I need an actual copy of my birth certificate, I need my social security, all this shit.
If you knew all that, oh my God, this is what irritates the shit out of me. Tiana says in her live stream, I believe, how she had to rent the car herself. You already knew that you had an expired license. What made you think you were going to be able to rent a car, bro? Are you serious? What made you... If he wasn't born in California, He can't get that birth certificate from California. He has to get it from where he was born. Dennis, if you knew your license was expired, how in the hell did you think you were going to rent a car? Like how? How in the hell did he think he was going to rent a car? Yes, his license is still expired. Yes.
Which isn't here. It's like in storage in Florida. Okay, I don't have it with me. I tried to get it. I probably have to fly down there and get my shit and bring it back, or I just have to get it renewed in New York. I don't know what the fuck to do. But I wasn't even able to look into any of the shit because I was just, a whole week without the two people that I usually have assisting me in the office. They weren't here, so I was doing both of the jobs, doing videos every day, doing the podcast, setting up the show, which we did Friday. We did a show the Friday before.
Yeah, unfortunately, my birth certificate costs like $100 because it was out of country. Unfortunately, mine is like a hell of a lot more expensive because just a birth certificate doesn't work for me. I have to get that birth abroad paper. How does he get through there? That's a good question. How did he get? Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Not a roast battle, but we did the Friday show, the first ever Friday show, the day before. The day and a half before we went to Burning Man. So, yes, my license is expired. That's all on me. I should have gotten a new license. I just don't have the documentation with me right now to bring into the office.
Oh, yeah. If he has a passport, he can fly. That's true. Yep. JD, you're right. If you have a passport, you can fly. Yep. Imagine calling yourself an employer and you can't manage to renew your own license. Stop this, Amber Chick, for $4.99. Thank you, Amber.
To have it. Like, I looked into it. I set up an appointment, but that's what happened. So anyway, moving on. As far as that, she ended up, as a result, like she says in her video, renting the car under her name, right? Because she had a driver's license.
Okay, it
what
was in the
happened
video.
Immediately after she rented the car, I sent her a payment covering the cost of the car. Immediately. Covering even extra, because the car was like $390 something, right? I immediately zelled her the money to cover the cost of the car. Here's the transaction. I also said that anything that happens with the car, I will cover all the costs. I'll cover the gas. I'll cover everything because it's my responsibility, right? And here's evidence, too. Somebody was saying, how can he have insurance if his license is...
I'm going to be honest. I don't care about him driving with an expired license. I've known so many damn people in this world who has done it, and I'm not a snitch. I do not care. To me, technically, it's a crime, but it's not one to have a fit about. Alexis, thank you for joining the Just Saying crew. I appreciate it. So,
expired. Well, here is the reservation. Let's bring up the reservation. I made the reservation on Travelocity. People were saying I rented a small car. I rented a Jeep. I rented an SUV. It's a huge car by most standards, okay? I rented, it even says it over here. Where does it say the type of car? I don't even know. Car rental in Reno. Right there. That's the car. It's a Jeep. That's the itinerary number. That's the confirmation number. I rented it with Thrifty. Now, I'll show you the evidence that I had insurance on it, and I know the insurance was valid because it was valid.
Amber Chick, I've driven with an expired license myself, but I'm not out here claiming to be a boss bitch either.
Even under her name, because I called Travelocity, who I booked it with. She was in the car when I called Travelocity, and they said that the insurance covered the itinerary number. So as you can see right here, this is the rest of the itinerary. It says collision damage plan. So you added this protection plan to your booking. Learn more about the benefits. So I had coverage on it. Anything that happened in the car, and here's the total for the reservation, for a day. So anything that happened with the car, I had it covered. I had insurance on it. People are so fucking nuts, dude. The chat is so fucking nuts. Anyway, that's the reservation. Now, on to the other stuff. She says that there was no food or water. Now, I ended up, painting a picture that was a little funnier for the video itself, okay? I tried to purposely make it seem more dramatic and funnier than what it actually was.
Yeah, I'm over this, too. Yeah, let's just get past this shit. All right, hold on. Are we on to something else now? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Steven's talking here.
Myself, whatever. It doesn't really faze me like that, but I think they were already getting harassed with
online.
The nature
Yeah,
of the show.
probably.
And I think that element added, making the work environment kind of weird and tough.
I mentioned this in my video. So now you literally, somebody said you aren't transparent on this. I literally showed you my bank statements. Like, what else do you want from me? How is that not transparent? Tell me, please tell me right now. I'm curious. I literally just showed you my bank statements. I showed you texts. I showed you, like, what else do you want from me? I'm showing you the receipts. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, people just gonna.
They're not
spin
gonna.
it. I mean, we're in the age of spin right now. They're gonna doctor it up any way they can, and it sucks that it's come to this. Because even before the roast battle,
Yeah.
we was, I think Tiana and Israel, myself, whatever. I mean, I don't. It doesn't really faze me like that. But I think they were already getting harassed with the
Online,
nature of
yeah,
the show.
probably.
And I think that element added, making the work environment kind of weird and tough.
Yeah.
With her getting harassed, she has her own platform. She's doing her own little thing on that side of social media. So for to have this work bleed into that just because trolls are so, fucking adamant on destroying what you have going on and the people around you, I think that definitely affected, the work environment and how she felt coming in, leading up into Burning Man.
Yeah.
So it's just shitty the way that it all, is falling apart.
It is. It's
I
100%.
look at her as a little sister.
I saw her like that.
Yeah. You know what, Flop Tina? Steven makes me sad inside too. He really does. I think the wheels are starting to turn. I really do. I think the wheels are starting to turn. It's going to take Steven a while to catch up because he's catching up in the real world. He's not catching up on the internet. He's just looking at the internet that it's nothing full of trolls because you know how people been reacting. I mean, I was part of it too. I think the wheels are starting to turn in his head. You know what I mean?
That too.
Yeah.
She was like cool, and like it's funny. One thing I noticed though, in the podcast she was always quiet, would rarely talk, and now she's just going off. Like I never saw that side of Tiana when she was here in the office, and now all of a sudden that she's not here, I don't know. Like I almost feel like it's premeditated. Like she was here because she wanted to make a video afterwards, and like she's like in her reply saying, "Oh, I'm gonna post again on YouTube. Just watch out." Like I don't know.
I couldn't say that.
Anybody who's been watching the podcast knows though that she was like so quiet, she barely say anything, and now she like flipped the script. It's just really weird to me.
I think I think everybody has her voice in giving the space and like them getting their footing down. It takes time for people to warm up. And I know, like every conversation, it wasn't fully, something that she may have experience in or understanding in, So, I'll just give her space to be like, maybe off camera and in her own space, she's completely different. And then when she's here, she's just like, trying to get her footing. We had a lot of conversations about, the comedy scene, which isn't a direct, experience of hers.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's more so of the whirlwind of the bullshit that actually is just paving the road for that type of, result that we get. It's really like all the background shit of people hitting them up, hitting other people up who are part of the show and being like, yo, can you please say something salacious or something bad or what happened? What was your experience? And that energy is out there to where it's like, it doesn't make it for really conducive.
It doesn't.
If anybody went to her and said, can you please say something salacious, they are dumb motherfuckers because all that person has to do is turn around, show those DMs, and make that person look not credible at all. That is dumb. Steven does look tired with all the excuses. He really does. He really does.
Yeah, this is why I'm going to highlight this positive comment here. Somebody, Alexa donated $10, said, keep your heads up. Those of us that were there last Friday know what it is. Sad that people are vile and hop on hate trains for personal gain. I'm so sorry, y'all. The BS will eventually pass. Yeah, hopefully it goes by. Anyway, that was, and it was really disappointing to see Tiana do this kind of thing because I was always super accommodating. Like you could see from my texts, always super accommodating. Like if you can't make it, that's okay. Just let me know. Up until the last minute, I was like, I can even call the person. I just don't want to put him because he doesn't even have social media. But I don't want to put him on blast. If it gets to that, I'll bring him out and he can say that the day before I was trying to get him to come with me instead of her. Because
I think he's very paranoid. Harassing the ex-girlfriend though, that's I don't think she should be brought into it. She shouldn't be brought into it at all. She said something under Salvo's tweet too. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. One second. Okay. Oh, wait, wrong button. Ha!
I could smell that something was rotten, right? So, like I said, I have even more receipts. If this gets to it, we can keep going, and I can show more of what's going on. But like I said, this is a legal situation now. She has purposely misrepresented this entire situation.
You see it, hear him? We have this legal situation now. But yet he could say, that's the bad thing about NDAs. One party can say everything, the other party cannot. It all depends on how his NDA is drawn up.
She's using the hate train against me to get attention, to get clout, and to try to build a following for herself, which is fine. Go get your bread. But now it's a legal situation. Now my lawyer's involved. So I just dispelled just about 4 or 5 of the blatant lies and misrepresentations that she made in that video. And I'm glad to dispel more. But like I said, now it's a legal situation. My lawyer's taking care of it, and we're going to take it from there. $5. Somebody said Red Bar wins again. Use this money to start an eBay. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to Obsessive Red Bar. Justice for Tiana. Here's the thing, Rob by Jane. Tiana got paid on time every time. In fact, I paid her on 2 occasions more than what she was supposed to earn, and I'm glad to go through every hour because I catalog every hour that everybody works for me. Okay, I'm glad I can break down every hour, show when I paid her extra. I you know, to the best extent that I could, I took care of her, as you saw, not only in the receipts from my bank account when I.
Well, you gotta think he's in the Keemstar lawsuit too. Now remember, he's also paying lawyers for his Keemstar lawsuit. So.
All the purchases that I made on the trip, all the times that I offered to buy her water and buy her food, she said there was no food, which is a blatant lie. She had food the whole time. She thought she was going to need water, and then she panicked when she got up there and realized there was no water. Okay, I offered to buy her water multiple times. Anyway, that's that. Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something if I can find it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. I meant to have this already pulled up, but I didn't. All right, look at that. Jeffree Star robbed and exposed by boyfriend. New YouTube video. Watch before Jeffree makes you sign an NDA. Funny how that works, right? We can get on other people about it, but you know.
Okay. $2. Dennis, look in the mirror. You're losing it. I mean, you can think whatever you want. I'm as grounded as I can be. Somebody said they're starting rumors about you again, Dennis. I mean, at this point, what am I going to do, Cody? There's nothing I can do. I just got to, you know. Somebody said this proves what a loser you are. You're a spoiled nutcase. All right. I mean, seriously, honestly, what the fuck do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. I'm not trying to win you over. I'm trying to just share my side of the story because at this point, it's like it's a dog pile, and people have been doing this for months. And now even my former employees are jumping in and like making up bullshit about me to get attention. So,
well, according to him, he runs like 5 businesses, or he's like invested in 5 businesses or whatever, something like that. He has money coming in besides YouTube. I agree, Amber.
Whatever you want. There's no justice to be had for her. She got paid. She's like alive and well. She rejected the times that I tried to help her. Like, what justice? What justice is there? Like, you know. Are you sweaty? Yes, I am. It's 110 degrees in Los Angeles, and I'm sweaty. You want to see it? Look, I'm sweating, okay? I'm a man, all right? I fucking sweat. So, Dennis tried to get Tiana.
That was such an uncalled for I'm a man. I fucking sweat. Oh, my God, dude. What? Like, what? Oh, ooh. Ooh.
No, that is not true. Okay, Argo, that is absolutely false. Okay. Def no responsibility, Noodles. We love you, Dennis.
Well, Minxie, I sweat too, so I guess we're men. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I know that was like an irrelevant little statement, but I'm sorry. That just made me giggle. That made me giggle.
You're handling this better than most could. Yeah, I mean, I want to see people share their bank statements. I mean, the amount of shit, the receipts that I've been sharing, and it's so crazy. Like people like, well, like I said, people are taking times that I was harassed and stalked by a neighbor and flipping it as though I'm the insane person. Like 2 separate judges ruled in my favor, but I'm the insane person. Like somebody could literally walk into my office right now, shoot me, and people would blame me for walking in front of the bully.
Right.
That's where the narrative is right now.
Right.
Oh, come on, dude. Okay, listen. that wouldn't be the narrative if that happened, because plenty of people said it. It might not be a good idea to put that address out there. Just saying. Because people are crazy and we wouldn't want anything like that to happen. Anybody wishing that kind of shit on Dennis, you're fucked up. I do not condone it. Because at the end of the day, don't want nobody hurt. Nobody needs to get physically hurt under any circumstances.
Right.
That's where the people. This is how fucking insane it is.
I know. That's why I said I get it, because that's what it's like being black.
Yeah, 100%. No, you get it.
You being criminalized every step of the way. It don't matter what you do and all this. So it's like people are like, does this faze you? I'm like, bro, Twitter. I mean, it's just another extension of the dominant narrative that we live in, and things are gonna play out differently for you than they do play out for other people.
Yeah.
And it's shitty, man.
Good night, Alexis.
Hitting up your ex and drumming up this notion of like you being an abuser or being assaulting the dude on stage. Like, how could your other jobs be affected by pushing someone who wasn't supposed to be on stage, being disruptive and inciting a riot?
You ever see what Action Bronson does to people who walk onto a stage?
I've seen
he
it.
literally fucking tosses them off, like he picks them up and throws them off stage. Like he got lucky I didn't do more. Honestly, he got lucky that there were like his own security guard got between us. That Corey was like trying to stop it. Like honestly,
I think someone.
Dennis, you can't say he got lucky because you didn't even really try to get to him, dude. We've seen it from like, I don't know, 3 different angles. You didn't try to get at him. You emptied your pockets. You put your microphone down. You puffed out your chest. You started stomping back and forth and doing the hold me back, bro, behind Corey. You didn't even try. As fit and as tall as you are, you could have dove for him if you really wanted to get to him. Inklet for $4.99. Just because you're violent, Dennis, doesn't mean that's the first thing everyone else resorts to. Oh my God. If he could have really tried. He could have really tried to get to him, but he didn't. He didn't. You saw it in 3 different angles.
And they tried
Thank
to do
you,
a reaction
Inklet.
video, and they were cussing. They're like, look at this guy. This is Steven breaking up the fight. Look at Dennis hide behind Steven. And it's just like, there's been so many reaction videos where people think I'm just any black guy in the video. Where it's just like, man, if y'all racism ain't showing, shit.
Somebody said you don't pay your employees a livable wage. Anybody who works for me works for the hourly wage. My accountants make sure that everything's paid accordingly. If you want to, I can have my accountant come in and we can interview him and we can go through my entire finances. Okay, I paid her. I think I was paying her $16 an hour, and then for trips like that, I was paying her $300 a day. Okay, a flat rate of $300 a day. So she got paid $600 to travel a day and a half to go to Burning Man. Plus, I covered the expense of the car. So she spent no money whatsoever. She got paid to go there. I paid for everything. She paid for the iced tea at the pizza shop. Somebody was asking for the receipt of the case of water. I have to pull that up. Give me, like, if I go through my bank account, I'll pull it up. I spent like
that's how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, I spent $40 fucking at a.
Okay, even I can tell Steven wasn't there. Steven didn't show up until the end. Well, not the end, but towards the end. Even I could tell he wasn't there. That quality had nothing to do with whether I can tell Steven was there or not.
Different gas stations, because we stopped by 3 gas stations looking for. If you watched the podcast last week after Burning Man, I stopped by. I had to look at, like, go through 3 or 4 different, like, car washes to find one that actually wanted to clean the car. That's another thing. I didn't want her. There was a $500 detailing fee for the car. I didn't want it to go on her car. So when we got back to Reno, I was driving around to every car wash to find one that could clean the car for cheaper than the $500. I found one. I paid $150 for them to clean the car. They cleaned the engine. They did all of it. It took them an hour and a half almost, so that the charge didn't go on her card. And then I even kept the receipt. I got afterwards. It was like ended up being like $390 something, right?
Right.
So I paid her $408. I paid her more than what it was actually worth. So, people are saying Action Bronson is a musical artist. Well, I'm a comedian, so.
No, I think he's not even saying his license is suspended. He's saying that it like ran out, like the whatever it ran out. So. Well, Tina, that is twice as much as minimum wage is here.
You can say whatever you want. Somebody said, what did you copy?
Yeah,
Look,
expired.
First off, stop bringing my ex into this. And second, at one point, I produced all of her videos. We made videos together. Like, that's my ex. Like, leave her fucking alone, okay? How can you say you were never creepy with Tiana? Because I was not. because I have no, bro, like I have no sexual attraction to people who work for me. Like people work for me. That's different. I mean, Brittany, do you try to fuck your boss? Because that's not how it works. Like people work for me. That's it. It's a professional business relationship.
No, that's somebody who's definitely trying to fuck their boss.
Yeah, like what does working for me have to do with anything? Please stop giving these trolls energy. I appreciate it, Kendra.
For real, let's focus on the people who really want to come out and support these fucking shows, man. People hitting us up like, y'all coming to Minnesota? You coming to Boston? Are you guys coming back to New York? I was like, bro, we really got something good here that we need to focus on and just do that shit.
Yeah.
Let's do the shit that the haters can't do.
Yeah, well, we're already doing it. Somebody said, you know, Dennis, if you felt so strongly about Salvo being on your stage, you could just get one of your fancy security guards to get him off stage so you can avoid a legal problem. First off, it's not a legal problem. He's not going to fucking sue me. Second, if he sues me the way that he said he's going to sue me by having the guy that I'm suing pay for his lawsuit, that's immediately a conflict of interest, and that's just going to help my lawsuit against the guy. Also, the fancy security...
Oh.
Security guards were handling the situation outside. They were checking people in. They were doing things that, you know, unfortunately, I guess I have to hire 20 security guards to have in the building now because people are coming in troves, right? It's a whole building. So I have to have like as many security guards as I have people in the building at this point, it looks like. And by the way, he was stopped twice. When he went up on stage, he was stopped. And the video that I published today showed it. He was stopped twice. So people took him off the stage. You know, so I don't know what else I was supposed to do. Like, I did my best because I wanted to have him on the show. I even gave him the mic.
You could have done it right then and there. You could have put your arm around him. You could have leaned into the meme and had the roast with him right then and there. You could have done that. There's plenty of things. Or, you know, put your arm around his shoulder and say, hey, man, you'll get your chance. Why don't you go ahead and sit down, let us do this, and then you'll get your chance. You know, and be nice about it or something. You could have leaned into it instead of choosing violence right off the bat, you know?
Against the advice of everybody who was telling me not to give him the mic, I walked around the room to build up the suspense. I was planning on giving him the mic anyway, but I wanted to build up the suspense because it's fun. It's like we're doing a show. People want to watch a show. Is he going to give him the mic or not? That was the whole thing. So I gave him the mic. He had a chance to talk. He had no roasts. He said the same shit everybody says on the internet. He called us hacks. He was a fucking hack. So he just played himself because once his whole...
He can't even earn the title of a hack, bro.
Yeah.
He's not...
Amber Chick for $4.99. Y'all think your work life sucks? Imagine working for this guy. Thank you for the $4.99, Amber.
Not in the field.
Yeah.
He's not in the court. He's not on the court, man. Like, yeah, it was hilarious. Yes, just to see him do his thing, which was nothing. And then, yeah, that was it. You know, he ran out to a limousine that Keemstar bought for him, and you know, they went to go celebrate. And even in the limousine, I think he had his black security in there, asking him, like, telling him, oh man, well, don't you feel bad for George Floyd? That was kind of similar. I felt like George Floyd in there, or some shit like that, relative. So it was just like, bro. Who is this type of comedy for?
Yeah,
this is Klan comedy. That's all it's for. And
100%.
it's like you can't respond to it because you look like, oh, you accepted the bait.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, shit, you know. Sometimes
it's lose, bro. Lose.
Well, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really on this internet shit, so
No,
you pull up to the improv doing that shit.
No, it's another story. Somebody said you should have let security handle him. Security ended up handling him at the end. Lesson has been learned, Perlish. I'm putting in new protocols. The next show, it's going to be completely different. I'm going to have a warning at the beginning that if people are being disruptive, they're going to be taken out of the show immediately. I'm going to have to beef up, reinforce my protocols for running the show.
So you're not going to be able to have any. There's Paige with the LOL. So you're not going to have. So you're not going to. Do you think you're not going to get hecklers? I mean, I can understand that environment, but you're not going to have, like, anybody who heckles is going to be escorted out? Like, what? Yeah, I know, I'm just going to say Anno. Anna K. Yeah, he's focusing on the negative. Yeah, he is. And Steven's actually trying to focus on the positive. It's really a push-pull relationship, I see. Yeah, I feel like Steven's tired.
It's just going to be, you know, I was very lenient. I was letting some things slide, and I'm going to have to be way stricter with things because, like, obviously, people are coming in with the intention, flying across the country. The guy, by the way, should be noted, this guy apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but people were DMing me saying that he's married, he has children, he has, like, a family, and he flew from Ohio. Just put it into your head how fucking insane it is. Like, this is my life. This is my business. I do this for a living, right? That's why I take it so seriously, even though it's comedy, right? It's funny, but this is my life. This guy flew from Ohio, left his family behind to come here and do this. So, you know, next time...
You said pull up or shut up. You didn't put stipulations in there. You can't be married with kids. But yeah, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. But my excuse was bullshit for not going because my husband wasn't comfortable with it? Hold up. Wait, no, hold up. Hold up.
business. I do this for a living, right? That's why I take it so seriously, even though it's comedy, right? It's funny, but this is my life. This guy flew from Ohio, left his family behind to come here and do this.
What is this timestamp? 121. What is this timestamp? 121:57. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me. I gotta write this timestamp down. Cause I gotta 121:57. I know it's around there. Okay, but yet my excuse for telling you not going because my husband wasn't comfortable with it because I just got in an argument with two men was a bullshit excuse. But then you're saying, but you're saying Salvo, he left his wife and kids to come and do this. But my excuse was bullshit. My excuse was bullshit. What? Are you serious? I see how it is. I see how it is.
So, next time, unfortunately, I won't be able to be as lenient. It's what happens. Like, I wish I could just, let things slide and be cool about it, but I'm going to have to start, essentially being more strict, and some of the fun is going to be cut out of it for the audience. So, it's pretty much it. Somebody said I encouraged him to. I didn't encourage him to do anything, bro. I didn't encourage him to do anything. Somebody said it's content for him. 100%. Why are you showing spread?
Yeah, of course it was content for him. Yeah, it was. I mean, he's a YouTuber. You're a YouTuber too. It was content for you. You're the one that ran around and said, oh my God, it was a success. Come on now.
Spreadsheets claiming they were your bank statements. These aren't spreadsheets. This is literally straight from my fucking bank. I have Chase, okay? That's how Chase shows your bank statements. Sandy is not available. You probably don't have a bank account, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? That is literally straight from my bank. The only thing I cut out is my bank balance. I'm not going to show you how much I have on my bank, okay? Steven saw it, though, but I don't give a shit. Steven's a homie. But, yeah, so I'm not going to share how much I have in my bank. Yeah, she can come through. I'm not going to confirm anybody. If she wants to come, DM me, and I'll arrange it. I'll have my new assistant arrange it, and we'll set everything up. But, yeah, if anybody wants to come, they can come through. That's it. I'm not taking any fucking calls right now. This is just me and...
Okay. Edwin just said, are you fighting chat? You should do call-ins. And he just said, I ain't taking any fucking calls right now.
Steven talking about this shit, okay?
And I just want to say, too, the whole nature of, pull up or shut up. It is to be here and get off of your chest when the time is allowed.
Exactly.
For you to do so.
And yet, he didn't get the chance to do that.
It's not for you to come with 10 to 15 cheerleaders to disrupt a performance that has nothing to do with you.
Yep.
You cannot do that at any other show. That's not the nature of pull up or shut up. You pull up, you shut the fuck up when you're an audience, and you say what you got to say when you're on stage.
Yep.
So for you to be disruptive, for you to bring people, for you to think that we're cultivating some type of energy to where the crowd can just jump in and just be fucking heinous, no, that does not add to any entertainment value at all.
That's not entertaining. It literally, you know what it felt like? It felt like walking into Twitter.
It felt like walking into a food fight.
It was Twitter. It really was Twitter in real life. Can we be honest? It kind of was Twitter in real life. If Twitter if Twitter was in a real life scenario, that roast was real life Twitter. I do have to agree with that. I do have to agree with that. It really was like real life Twitter.
Fight, and the food fight was, since it was in our cafeteria, it was like, well, it was already our fault, so it's like we can't win. I can't keep throwing shit and win the food fight in our cafeteria. All right, look at these badass kids in here. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Somebody said Salvo called me a fat bee for defending you. Love you, bro. Yeah, I mean, he's awful. He really is awful. And honestly, the pendulum swings, bro. Anybody, by the way, the tickets are on sale. I'm gonna drop them right now in the chat. Go get your I Survived the Deaf Noodles Roast Battles t-shirt. Go get them right now. I'm going to drop this link in the chat. Anybody wants to get it. This shirt is so cool. This is from YOLO Swag Studios. He's a homie. He was here at the last show. YOLO Swag Studios. I Survived the Deaf Noodles Roast Battle. Go check him out. Go grab this t-shirt. This is a historic t-shirt because it's funny. And he's the homie. Anyway, as far as the show, let me...
Yes, that electric scooter is what made him so threatening. Prowl. 100%.
Pull up the show because these tickets are also going to sell out fast. We got about half of them already sold before I even made the announcement. So
it's not his.
Get your tickets to the third Super Roast Battle.
YOLO Swag is not his. That's not his company. before everybody gets their panties in a bunch. Yellow Swag is not his company.
You're gonna want to buy the shirt because this is the next thing. I'm telling you. This is just like people can't stop talking about it. I don't know if you like notice this. Like everybody fucking talks about it. Moist Critical at this point, who has 11 million subscribers, has made 4 videos about it. There are other YouTubers with millions of subscribers. Like clearly, we have something that people love to watch.
Oh, there's Flop Tina with the pancakes.
Even if it's just to like get their
Just a hate watch.
Yeah, hate watch.
Just a hate watch.
Yeah. So
It's hilarious.
It's
wild.
fucking hilarious. Somebody donated $2 and said Penguins said Sal was 100% innocent. You lost. Whatever it is, I shared my side. You're welcome to go watch my video where I showed numerous receipts of how this guy was there to disrupt. So I mean,
No, that's how he's able to still be innocent, right? Because
Yeah.
the landscape has been paved for him to be a disruptive troll.
Yeah.
And as long as he's a disruptive troll, he's playing his part.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
Flop
like,
Tina and pancakes
even though we
again.
come from a background of being in stand up,
Flop Tina, you have been busted. Busted. I am looking at this chat and I am busting your ass left and right. I just want to tell you.
being on stage, like I said, I was at the Improv 10 seconds before I walked in here.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not their background. So
Yeah.
just him being disruptive and as a troll, people will see him as being innocent no matter what he does. He can go to the nth degree
Yeah.
and say whatever he has to say, no matter if it's homophobic, which it was towards Evan Warner, no matter if it's racist, no matter what type of degree he's talking about, he can get away with it because he's doing it under the guise of being a troll. And it's unfortunate that some people are even consider that comedy because it's like, that's the type of comedy that will get you beat up.
It'll get you beat up, yeah. Honestly, and I don't know if I said this in my video. I should have, done more. But if I'm gonna be accused of assault, I might as well have knocked him out.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's how I feel when people try to accuse me of stealing. I was like, I should have just took that shit.
I should have
You
just.
want to follow me around the store?
100%, yeah. I should have just. I honestly should have just knocked him the fuck out. I didn't do enough since I'm gonna take the thing.
She's like, the pancakes made me do it. Oh, man. Dennis, half your problem is zero in on the negativity. That's half. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even say half. That's probably 3/4 of your problem.
Thing that if people can accuse me of that, then might as well do it for real. Somebody said, didn't you go to Ace Fest to disrupt? So here's the difference between what happened at Ace Fest and what happened at my thing. Somebody said, Salvo L, Dennis L equals Tygan. Whatever you think, bro. I'm not here to convince you of my side. I'm just here sharing it just because there needs to be recorded history of my side at least. Nobody wants to hear me out. Fucking Moist Critical sent me a DM the last time he made a video about us, before this one where he was like kind of middle of the ground. He was like, hey man, hope you're okay. I responded, said, hey, yeah, I'm fine. You want to talk about it? Because I wanted to tell him about our side. Didn't respond.
That's
He's
just
only
weird
interested-
internet shit, man.
It's fucking, he didn't respond. I can pull up the DMs if anybody wants to look at it. Didn't respond. He was just covering his ass. We could have talked about it. I could have shared my side of the story. He has no interest. First, and people were even like saying he didn't even watch the roast. He didn't know, clearly he didn't know the facts, but he still had a middle of the ground take at first, but then he got bullied into taking it back. And because he didn't want because it's more, honestly.
Again, he got shown where he was wrong. Yeah, exactly. Charlie doesn't care about you, bro. Exactly.
It's better to shit on me right now on the internet than to give me any inch.
It is.
To give me any inch.
Why isn't there a content creator out there who's looking to get like a more clear and constructive, concise, like picture of this shit by
They don't
reaching
care,
out to
bro.
you and be like, yeah, let me hear your side of the story.
Okay, there have been people who reached out to me for like interviews. I honestly have no interest in talking to the people specifically who reached out to do interviews.
Right.
There's one guy who's a comedian, has a podcast, Vito and Dick Masterson. I'm gonna go on their podcast soon.
Matt Pitt. Hold on. We're going to pull up Matt Pitt's. We're going to pull up Matt Pitt's tweet real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm so glad he changed his @ It's easier to find him now. Hold on. Matt Pitt made a really good tweet about this, but I guess it's gone now? Is it gone? Oh, okay. So wait, Salvo Pancakes is racist for his jokes, but according to Deaf Noodles, Dick Masterson is a cool guy. Have you seen the jokes Dick has said? LOL, they put Salvo to shame. So basically, the point of that is he's kind of like clout chasing. Y'all nice in here. Well, thank you, TL. We try to be. We're a little messy, but we try to be respectful at the same time. So, yeah. So.
Because they're cool dudes, and I know them. I've spoken to them. They're comics. They're not going to just try to fucking set up.
They're cool dudes. I know them. And they're comics. Well, what did Matt just say here? Wow. Oh, shit. Well. I guess it depends on whether somebody... I guess it depends on whether somebody is against you or not. I guess that's what matters, right?
Up a trap and fuck me up,
Right.
which is like I'm just sick of doing that kind of shit. Somebody
Everyone's
said
trying to do a gotcha moment.
exactly. I'm not jumping into gotcha moments. Somebody donated $2. Said appreciate you, Steven. Y'all have to be here. Shout out to Steven and y'all have to be here.
Oh, thank you. We just dropped a new episode today, actually. Check out our episode today. Y'all have to be here.
Yeah.
We're doing some cool ass shit. We're actually taking over the Legion Theater in East LA. If you're familiar with the Legion Theater, you know it's a historical, dope ass theater. We're going to be doing a 3-day festival over there from the 22nd to the 24th. Pull up. If you think you can get away with that same shit I was trying to do,
Oh yeah.
please pull up.
Go to the
Legion.
real comedy shows that we're doing.
Please pull up to the Legion Theater between the 22nd and the 24th. It's called Basement
Neither am I, Raina. That's the joke. That's the joke. That's why we call it a Christian Mingle chat. Neither am I.
Fest, Eventbrite. This is going to be myself, Niles, Arthur, Johnny Mac. Over the fucking 3 days, it's going to be hella dope ass shows, music and comedy. You can't even choose wrong, just depending on what show you choose. But Friday will be the night y'all have to be here. We'll be at the Legion this month on the 24th. So pull up if you're in LA. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a sold out show. That's all we do. Check out our episode of y'all.
100% woo woo. The comedian he names as influences can be pretty edgy too. He doesn't really actually care. He cares they don't like him. Period. So this whole thing about Salvo and all this shit, as long as you're positive towards Dennis, he can look past it. You see the difference here? You see the difference? It's okay if you're positive towards me, but as soon as you're negative, I'm calling everything out. And I'm going to find everything I can, or I'm going to listen to the out of context, because he does this a lot. He gets sent out of context fucking like snippets from videos and stuff like that. Yeah, it's real funny how that shit works, right?
Y'all have to be here.
Check it out.
And we're going to put out a vlog from our New York trip either today or tomorrow.
That's cool. Yo, I want to see that.
And we got people out there buying our merch too. Thank you.
Go buy your merch.
Greg, Natasha, who pulled up to the Union Hall.
Yeah.
Thank you, Natasha. There's a couple other people who pulled out, some Deaf Noodle fans too. I'm sorry if I don't remember all you guys' names.
Yeah.
Thank you. We got some really cool shit going on. I appreciate you. And we're doing something that the haters can't do. So
They can't do
that's
it.
why it doesn't really faze me, really. People are like, oh, bro, I get real validation from my peers, my friends who are in the space. Have been doing it as long as I've been doing it.
Okay, Default. Thank you. We're live over here, honey.
Who's been killing fucking shows. So it's like, this YouTube internet shit is kind of just
It's
WWE,
bullshit. It's
and
fucking stupid.
it's
It
wrestling.
takes no
It's funny.
talent. Anyway, here's the thing. People are asking
my
for the DMs of
God,
Charlie. Here's the
dude.
DMs of Charlie. He said, hey, so I figured I'd reach out. This was after he made his second video on me. He so far made 4. So, hey, so I figured I'd reach out. The event situation is really not a big deal, man, and I hope you're not actually bothered by the reception. I said, hey, man, I'm not bothered at all. Would love to have a conversation with you about
Damn, he's dropping fucking DMs. Okay, look. Woo.
about it. Feel free to chat anytime soon, question mark. He ghosted me, which is fine. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But that's it. I wanted to explain our side so he can hopefully understand it instead of jumping into bandwagons. But obviously, clearly, Charlie isn't interested in doing any of that shit, of having an actual conversation. He's just interested in jumping on bandwagons and appeasing these people who have an agenda. In the next 2 years, you will find out what that agenda is. In the next 2 years, hear me out. Clip this. Save it. In the next 2 years, you will find out what the agenda is because I'm in a legal battle with somebody. There's a reason why.
He's on Charlie's dick. Well, Flop Tina, if you saw today on Twitter, which I know you did, he was really on Nicholas Diorio's today. My God. I have never seen Deaf Noodles talk about his penis so much than I did today with Nicholas Diorio. I was like, my God, just ask him to fucking marry you or go out or something. Jesus, you really want him to suck that thing, don't you? I'm just saying. Good gracious, my guy. Shit.
Why things are happening the way that they're happening. Just look at the facts. I started getting some DMs and people posting shit on Twitter that people are starting to connect the dots. Just connect the dots. Okay, that's all I'm asking all of you to do, because there are a lot of dots to connect in this situation, and you would understand exactly what's happening if you took a moment to connect the dots. Okay? GG for
Exactly, Inklet. Don't be shy. Just ask nicely. Exactly.
holding back, but would have loved to see you take him. Please box. You know, at this point, I may box someone. I never even shared this, but iDubbbz reached out for me to be in his boxing event. I said I'd be in it. I even weighed myself. I'm at 192. You know, pure muscle, almost no body fat. Like you saw the picture I posted today. I'll take anybody, bro. Somebody said should have let security handle it. Yeah, I agree. Somebody said, Dennis, maybe you should take a break for the sake of my mental health is doing great, Carla. You have no idea. Steven was with me every day. I'm doing great. So somebody donated $1. Tiana and Lauren are being okay. Well, that's up to them if they want to talk. This is where we're at with this bullshit. If you want any other things, tell me in the comments what you be that I'm a joke or not. Let's go. Definitely creator.
Why was my $2 super chat ignored? Okay, wait, did I miss that? Okay, so this is where Edwin first did his first super chat. Will you post any of your recent stand-up? Thanks, guy. All right, and he ignored it. He completely ignored it. All right, that's the first one. Because he ended up doing another one.
Class 2. Yeah, he said he's going to get back.
My point is, he knows who to ignore. He knows.
To me about it. Like, he reached out to see if I was interested, and then he said that he had, you know, he would figure it out if it would. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of putting the cart ahead of the horse here, but yeah. Death denial. We'll take on anyone, but you hide behind people. So, Nikki D, here's the thing, Nikki. He had his own security there. One of the guys who got in between us is Salvo's own security. In fact, you can see in the video that I shared today, Salvo falls down and immediately turns to his security, pointing at me like a little fucking bitch. He's like, hey,
sir, you empty your pockets like you were going to do something and you hid behind your dude. I want to say, well, maybe it was a security guard. Either way, you hid behind your dude, like a hold me back bro type of thing, but nobody was holding you back. You didn't even attempt to get back at him, but yet you were puffing out your chest and you were stomping around like you were going to do something and you did nothing. Sir, sit down. Oh my God.
I get him. Immediately. And if someone pushes you, like, they're right there in front of you. Why would you have to turn around and point to your security? You can deal with the...
Why you got to empty your pockets and act like you going to do something and you don't even take that dive to get to them? Just saying. Believe me, my short fat ass had done many a diving in my day, okay? Back when I was young and I was a little bit more limber and didn't have back problems and, you know, didn't have weak ankles, you know, back in the day. Just saying. Just saying.
Person right there that's in front of you.
Yeah. Megan Crisp said, Dennis, set up the roast battles about a week beforehand. Let your comics know who they're going against. No, that's not. We want improvised, on the spot. Roast battles. There's a reason why people are not understanding what we're doing, because nobody has done it this way. Nobody has broadcast them live, improvised, with a chat trolling. Nobody has done it the way that... There's no comedy show. Point to one comedy show that was even similar to what we had last week. There's no comedy show, okay? There's no comedy show, and I invite any comedian who wants to come through, whether you're Robin Tran, who was talking...
TL, I agree with you. It's really shocking to know this man's 37 years old acting like this. Well, not shocking, just disappointed. 100%. 100% TL.
A lot of shit. I mean, Robin, come through. Come through, Robin. I invite you to come through and do your jokes in our room.
Right.
It would be so much fun to have some. I actually had a guy who did roast battles at Comedy Central reach out to me. He wants to be on the show. He's a regular at the store. I'm going to have him come through. You know, people are reaching out, legit comics. So
okay, so here's Edwin's second. Here's Edwin's second donation. Will you post your recent hilarious stand-up? Thanks. Edwin is a shit stirrer, and he does not fucking stop for anyone.
So, you know, this is...
I think fun to it that we're trying to cultivate here with the roast battle and the randomness of it all is like we will announce the lineup, and those on the lineup is their job to write 2 to fucking 3 jokes
for every
each
person.
body on the
Exactly.
lineup, because
Leading
the
up to
audience is going to be the one decides who or what the matchups are going to actually
Sorry about coughing in y'all's ears, guys. I couldn't get to the mute button in time.
be.
Yeah, a lot of these roast battles usually have judges, but we're letting the audience in the chat decide it.
Right, and this is a moving work of art. This is something that has been moving since the first roast battle, and that is something that we developed on top of all the other drama going.
TL was like, I would call the bank so quickly. Bitch, if I give you a dono, you better read it at one point or another. Just saying. I read that statement with so much attitude. I love it. You fit right in, TL. I read that comment with so much attitude. I love it. Yes, you fit right in. Oh my God. Hold on. What did he just say? Wait. What are y'all talking about? Hold on.
Right, and this is a moving work of art. This is something that has been moving since the first.
Okay, Steven. All right. Now, this is where the delusions kick in. That first roast battle, y'all didn't have any trolls. Okay? You didn't have the spectacle that was the second roast battle. And that was not a work of art. Because remember, we have 2 examples of the roast battles now. We have the first one, which had no trolls in it. It was nothing like the second one. And the second one, I can understand about the trolls and stuff like that, throwing people off. I get it. But the first one, you didn't have the trolls. So what happened there? Because that was not a work of art. Steven would call a dumpster fire a work of art. Yeah, well, he probably would.
Roast battle, and that is something that we developed on top of all the other drama going on. Like, Dennis going to Burning Man in the middle of us running shows is ridiculous in itself already.
Yeah.
Boom. You hear that? I think Steven's getting tired of it. Look, he just said.
It's been moving since the first roast battle, and that is something that we developed on top of all the other drama going on. Like, Dennis going to Burning Man in the middle of us running shows is ridiculous in itself.
Boom. He just called him out for going to Burning Man in the middle of doing shows and stuff like that. I think I'm telling you, I think the gears in Steven's head is starting to turn. I really do. I believe that in my heart. But again, he has to figure this out in IRL, because you got to understand, when he came in with Def was already hated. You know what I'm saying? So he hasn't been there in the last 2 fucking years with people starting to hate him, and then everybody got on him. You know what I'm saying? So, just throwing it out there.
Already. Yeah, but that was something that was already in the plan. That was something that was already on the schedule, right?
Yeah.
So just like, there's no one in their right mind who will want to have that type of scheduling nightmare, on top of running a successful show and a podcast.
Yeah.
So, man,
wild.
I think we're going to have some really cool shit coming together. Like, we still were able to put on a show after the roast battle last week. I think we just put on some more cool comedy shows. I'd rather just focus on the comedy
We're going to focus
shows
on the comedy 100%.
and focus on the fans who fuck with us, the real support.
That's who we're focused.
And that's who you need to be focused on. Okay, listen. Let's be for real here. I honestly think if Dennis would take the advice from Steven, it would go a lot smoother for him. But Dennis focuses on the negative. You see Steven, this is not the first time Steven has said this in here. Steven is going, no, we need to focus on the people that like us. We need to focus on the positive. We need to focus on all the good stuff. Steven's not wrong. Steven's actually not wrong by saying that. And I think that's like 3/4 of the problem of what Deaf Noodles' problem is. He focuses on the negative. Look how many videos he did back to back on Keemstar. All he does is focus on negative towards him. And what happens? Okay, so what happens when someone trolls you, right? What happens? What happens when you either fail to troll back like, a failed attempt at trolling back, or all you do is bitch about it, what happens? The trolls, they troll you harder. What happens when you actually can laugh at it and meme it? If you can laugh at it and meme it and not attack anyone, they're like, most of the trolls will leave you the fuck alone. But yes, Alana, he gets obsessed with it. TL says, I already know Steven is going to have his video in at least 3 months, if not 4. Oh. He might be on payroll until then. They have contracts with the stuff.
Focusing on.
You know.
So we got two $5 donations. They just flipped out of the screen here. I can't see.
Night,
But
bro.
one of them
We're
said
almost
that,
done.
don't mind the people sweating us. They're still paying to be in there. And then somebody else, it just went up. I couldn't see it. So put drama aside and focus to box Salvo. I'm not gonna box Salvo, bro. Please start ignoring
Salvo
the
didn't
trolls.
want to box, man.
The guy had his own security.
No, Salvo actually does want to box. Salvo actually wants to get in the ring with you. Yes, Salvo wants to not Salvo. I'm sorry, Cabos wants to box.
Somebody said, yo, Salvo's racist as fuck. Hit me up for footage, Dennis. Okay, I mean, just email it. If you want to
Just go to his page.
Email me. Yeah.
It ain't hard to find. You go to his page. Yeah, he racist as fuck.
Yeah.
He over there controlling, like I said, just a mini Proud Boys Boy Scout clan over there, man.
Yeah. I'm dropping the link to the third roast battles. We're selling them today. Where you just put the tickets up. Hold up, I forgot to announce that we're even live. This is how much I got all the posts set up. I forgot to post them. Okay, now it's tweeted. It's like an hour and a half in. Yeah, the last 20 minutes of the stream, I fucking remember to do it. This is fucking hilarious, bro. Anyway, that's the gist of it. I've been posting a lot of thirst traps for all the ladies and my dudes out there who like seeing my thirst traps. I've been advised to post more thirst traps without underwear and like just showing my bulge. So that's what I've been trying to do. Did you?
I'm sorry, what?
I've been advised to post more thirst traps without underwear and like just showing my bulge. So that's what I've been trying to do.
That right there tells you he is obsessed with how people, he's obsessed with whether people like him or not. He's obsessed. He is absolutely obsessed with that. England's like, please, no, I need a buddy. Okay, everybody, find your buddy, okay?
Did you know that somebody actually recommended I do that?
I'm good, bro. I'm
You're
gonna
good?
have to mute you from my story.
You're gonna do
I'm gonna have to put you in Block City as well. You're getting a new
shit,
condominium,
bro.
a beachfront, marble floors.
Yeah. Somebody said, Cody said, hey, Dennis.
Amber Chick, as the president and CEO of Thirst, I'd like to ask what bulge.
I'd like to find a way to DM you or some way to tell y'all when there are threats like doxing. Sorry, Steven. Doxing and swatting. I'd also like them on Discord. Okay, so email me and remind me, fanmail@deafnoodles.com. Spoomster said, who would you like to box, Dev? Honestly, I'd like to box somebody who like would be kind of challenging to box. Like I said, I have a boxing bag at home. I have a 100-pound bag that I punch every day. That people also take a video that I posted as a joke a few months ago.
Flop
that I posted
Tina, I've
purposely to
seen
make
that.
myself look unhinged. Like I did 12 takes of that. I think I explained it in a video recently. I did a take without a shirt on with like different shirts, and then I did one with like a super big shirt because it makes me look even skinnier.
Nobody
I
cares.
have a punching bag. I mean, I even a way that it's just somebody who would be like an actual challenge, like somebody who would be in shape, somebody who not interested with doing it with Cabos, who's also fucking corny and not funny. I mean, yeah, I think the Sam Hyde thing, I would.
Okay, listen to this. Hold on.
With, like funny,
Okay,
we can have like funny back and forths. I'm not interested in like doing it with Salvo, who's a corny ass motherfucker. I'm not interested with doing it with Cabos, who's also fucking corny and not funny.
Why don't you want to do it with Cabos? Oh, wait, because Cabos made you cry in a video. Cabos legit wants to get you in the ring. So you go, I want a street beef with you. I want to just fight you at the corner of somewhere in the UK. To now I'll box somebody, but I won't box him. So you talking all this mad shit on Twitter how you will literally have a street fight with Cabos, bare knuckles, because boxing's pussy or whatever he said, gloves, no gloves, bare knuckles, blah, 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 blah. But now you'll box somebody, but you won't box Cabos. Dude, he is not about it. He is not about it. Cabos literally said, dude, we can get in a ring and we can both make money from it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We can both make money from it. But now he wants to box. But he's not going to box Cabos though, because Cabos is corny. Whatever, dude.
I mean, yeah, I think the Sam Hyde thing, I would. The only reason why I wouldn't box Sam Hyde is because he seems like he's much bigger than me. What is he, like 225, 230? I'm 192. I know that earlier this year I was at 200, but I cut down to 192.
He's a lover, not a fighter. That's why he went to Rambo. I see you.
Like I started cutting in like I think February. So box AB, nah, I like AB. I couldn't fight AB. I love AB. You got to wrap your hands. I do wrap them. It's just I get, you know, boxing. The thing I like about boxing is that it's therapeutic. You can literally punch the shit out of a bag. And
but you said you wouldn't box. You wanted to do a street fight, bare knuckles. Now you talking about boxing. What the fuck? Dude.
Feel like a completely different person 45 minutes later. And that's
okay,
like,
I'm fast. Okay.
So she just texted me saying that
Sabo need his ass beat for real.
So she just texted me, and for Tiana, she's doing an interview with him. I just have to let her know that this is a legal situation now. So everything she's saying is going to end up being used as evidence in court.
Okay, so when Salvo made that tweet, he made another tweet saying that was bait. She was never really going to talk to Salvo. Okay? Salvo made a tweet that the ex, and thank you for the subscribe, that the ex and Tiana was going to talk to him. And then he tweeted out that was bait. And that's all it was bait. And Dennis took it.
So I just have to let her know that. I do stand up out in New Jersey. Can we get a dialogue going, brother? Yeah, for sure. DM me either on Def Noodles or email me, fanmail@defnoodles.com. I'm showing up to the roast 3-armed and with a super soaker. Yo, that would actually be funny. That would be funny if we had like a day that was like themed like that. People had super soakers and like the roast battle, like people doing the roast battle get voted out by whoever gets the most sweat by the end of it. That would be fucking hilarious.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Somebody said fight Deji. I don't think he's like much shorter than me. I don't even know if he's like the same weight class. How much does he weigh? I'm 192, folks, and this is after me cutting. Do you think Sam Hyde is iDubbbz' boogeyman? I know that they have some beef. I don't know what is going on between them. I like iDubbbz. He was very nice to me in DMs. So that's.
So he'll box now. So he won't box. I'm gonna tell you why he won't box Cabos. Ugh. Ew. Ooh, I see who's in my chat. He won't fight Cabos. You know why he won't fight Cabos? Because Keemstar said that he would set that up. But yet, when iDubbbz gets a hold of him, now he'll do it. iDubbbz doesn't like Keemstar. 1 + 1 = 2, people. 1 + 1 = 2.
The only reason why I accepted like to be in his event because I like him. He's very cool. I always liked his content. The fact that he was so cool to me in DMs was like I was like I can fuck with this guy. I can work with him. The reason why I don't want to fuck with Cabos or any of these other losers is because they're fucking weird. I don't want to work with people who are weird. I'm in a position where I get to choose who I want to collab.
How is Cabos weird? He's not weird. He's very abrupt. He's very in your face, like, yo, this is how I feel, and I don't give a fuck if you agree with it or not. I mean, that's not weird. That's just being an upfront person going, yo, this is how I feel. Thank you for the subscribe. So, yes, Kim, he does.
Collab with, and I just don't want to collab with these fucking weirdos. I don't.
Thank you, Amber Chick, for the 199. Deceased. I can't stop laughing. Yeah, girl, me too.
I said, if you want to fight me, let's get it done. At street beefs or in the street, whatever it is, let's get it done. Let's get it out of your system if you want to fight me. But I'm not doing a boxing match, going through the process of promoting, doing all the shit, walking up. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, if I'll do it with somebody who's actually cool, who I think is cool. And I love iDubbbz. I think he's very cool. Where can I find these thirst traps? Either Twitter or Instagram. Are you mad? Nah. I got too much shit going on to be mad. I'm just trying to live.
Oh yeah, you don't sound mad this whole entire podcast, dude. And I got it on 1.5. Okay, on normal, you can feel the seething and coping in normal speed. Like you can feel it just coming out of your computer screen or phone. You can feel it. He is seething and coping like a mofo.
My life, honestly. I believe you. That was dangerous. I'm glad you're safe. I appreciate it, Ray Bees. You know, I'm doing my best. Like, you got to understand, I'm like I've been for a while a one-man team. And I've had people help me, and now I rebuilt another team. So I have good people surrounding me and helping me. I have Steven, who is, like, so dope. It's so cool to have a friend like Steven. I can't thank you enough, Steven. Like, you're so cool.
You need to start listening to Steven is what you need to do. You need to start listening to his ass. Just saying.
Like, and Steven is like Steven's not only an outstanding comedian, but he is also a really good friend. And he was looking out for me before I went to Vegas. He was like, it's kind of weird, bro. But, you know, honestly, I defer a lot to my friends and the people who are around me because I trust their advice. You know, I listen to people. So, yeah, I'm really thankful to have somebody like Steven.
Thank you, man. Likewise, bro.
You got to check out his podcast. All his friends are super funny. They're going to be huge someday. Yeah. They really are.
Yeah, we already know local legends, man.
Yes. Yes. You are going to be huge, but in a way that you're not going to like. And yes, you are becoming a legend, but in a way you do not like. I'm going to be honest with you, Emma. He should listen to Steven because throughout this podcast, Steven was actually telling him truth. He told him don't go to Burning Man. He told him don't go to Vegas. He told him start concentrating on the positive instead of the negative. That's 3/4 of his problem right there. So, yeah, y'all are becoming legends, all right. Not all legends are good. Just saying.
And so just hop on the bandwagon now and just, you know, act like you wasn't hating before.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about my ex, okay? I have too much respect for her. Like, please leave her alone. Leave her alone. We broke up in 2019. Leave her alone, please. This is like getting insane. Please.
All right, I actually agree with that. I think his ex should be left alone. She's got nothing to do with this shit. I will agree with what he's saying there. I think his ex, if she's got a story, she's got a platform, she can put it out. At that point, yeah, sure, talk to her if she decides she wants to talk about a story or whatever. But leave her alone. I do agree with that. I really do.
Please, like, she doesn't want to be a part of this. Right. She doesn't like this shit. This is like sick. She just
really
texted me. Like,
really
she doesn't want to be a part of this.
It's really
like,
sick.
you're harassing her because you're trying to get to me. Like, this is fucked. This is fucked. Like, put yourself in her shoes. She's just living her life. We haven't been together in 3 years.
And that's the thing with this whole, like, trolling and baiting thing, because people are like, well, it's just jokes. We're reaching out to your ex.
I'm just going to say Emily because I can't talk right now. She says she has nothing bad to say and she shouldn't be bothered by everyone. Yes, and I agree. I agree with that. And she did say that. I saw her say that.
Just for content, just for jokes. Can't you take a joke? We're just baiting you, and you're accepting the bait if you lash out. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what type of result?
We're not even lashing out. We're just responding.
That's what I'm saying. But any response looks like a lash out.
They make it seem, they're like, he's unhinged. And I've been typing in all caps on Twitter because I just think it's funny. It makes everything seem funnier. That's honestly people.
No, it does not look funny. You typing in all caps because it looks like you're yelling at everybody and you really wanted a piece of that Diorio. I'm just saying. Today on Twitter, it's like, ooh, that wasn't funny. Well, it wasn't funny for the right reason. It was funny, but for the wrong reasons.
People were like, oh, I'm glad you're owning up that you're unhinged and typing in all caps. I just think it looks funny, honestly. Somebody said, donated $5, said he went on stage and that's all he had. Pathetic. How you come all the way from Ohio and don't do nothing and got nothing to say? Mad boring.
He tried to do an in-life commentary reaction video on stage, and people started booing him immediately. So, like, and that's the thing. He came with fucking 10 to 15 people who was fucking doing some Simon Says shit, and he still got booed. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, bro, you ain't prepared for this shit. You ain't built for this shit, man.
Yeah. Somebody donated $4.99, said we should all buy tickets to the next roast and not show up so that there's nothing. Hey, if you do that, that's going to be funny. I appreciate your money either way. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I doubt. You know, you're going to get the results that you want.
Because they try to buy all the tickets and they only buy like 15 or something.
Yeah, there's no way that you can buy all the tickets because there's just so much interest just around here.
Anyway, by the way, I'm dropping the link in the chat again if you want to buy it. Somebody donated $2, said suing Tiana is a pussy move. Here's the thing. You're in business with me. That's like, you're out slandering me. That's not how business works. Like, You do that to any employer, whether you work for Disney, whether you work for whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. You sign contracts. You can't breach the contract. That's ultimately what it is. Would you box Philly?
Wait a minute. She was your employee. That's not being in business with you. Being in business with you would be a business partner. No. She was an employee that you made sign an NDA. Okay, whatever. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, he won't answer the liquor license. He won't answer the liquor license. Jane is in there going, what's up with your liquor license? What's up with your She's spamming it in the fucking chat, and he will not. He will not say anything about the liquor license.
D. I love Philly. I couldn't box him because I like him too much. It has to be somebody that I don't mind punching in the face, who's like really healthy, and that I think would also be a funny counterpart to talk trash. And that I mean, it doesn't even have to be somebody that I necessarily like, but it has to be somebody that I have like a good dynamic with. It can't just be somebody who like does what this guy did, walking up and saying, "Oh, you're 40." Like, bro, seriously, like I make jokes about myself being 40. Like, please bring something original. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so what?
I mean, they had to find out the truth before you leaned into it. Just saying.
Why did you assault? I explained this at the beginning of the thing. I didn't assault him. I pushed him off stage. I did the Action Bronson, and that's it.
No. And just because that other person did it, it doesn't make it right for that other person to do it either. Just saying.
So yeah, I wouldn't box Philly. I like Philly too much. There's some people that I just like too much that I would just not feel good punching them in the face. You are financially bullying Tiana like Ryan Kavanaugh.
Yeah, and okay, it depends on how the person I talked to, who hopefully is going to get a interview with her. It depends on how the NDA. There's a few ways the NDAs can be written up, and it depends on how the NDA is written up. And she knows how to read them, and she understands them. So.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is like business. She's my former employee, and she's going out and slandering me and misrepresenting situations to make her to get clout. This is how business works. She has a contract with me, and she's just lying. She's like deliberately lying. I have numerous witnesses. I have people. Like I have receipts. So that's it. Like that's just how it works. You don't just work for somebody and then purposely lie about them so you can get attention on the internet afterwards. That's not how it works. Like I don't know where you work or.
Creator box. Okay, you got to understand this, Dennis. You're trying to go into a creator. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. If they actually set up a boxing match with Cabos and Deaf Noodles, who would buy tickets to be able to watch that in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you would buy tickets to see that. Because I know I would. That Creator Clash, because it's iDub, so it would be Creator Clash. I would buy tickets to watch it. Cabos and Deaf Noodles? Holy shit. Do you know how many tickets that would sell just for those two? That would sell hella tickets. You know? Shit.
Or what, like, if you work for any business,
He's
like, you
dumb.
do that, you get sued. That's just how it works. She has a contract. That's ultimately what it is.
Okay, now, I want y'all to notice this. So, homeboy, he threw, I don't know what's up with this amount that he threw, 369. He's trolling at this point because he's already had 2 that didn't go through. Will you please post some of your hilarious stand-up? And then Carla here, who I know her from Homeboy's, from Edwin's streams, she said, box Homeboy Edwin with folded hands. Now, listen to what he says.
Like, and I'm just being as straightforward as I can be. Anyone in the first Creator Clash, like, I did a thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I'm not going to box that dude. He's corny as fuck. Bro, stop giving me money. Go suck your own dick, man. This motherfucker, Homeboy, whoever the fuck he is, keeps donating money, asking for clips of my stand-up. Why don't you pay for a ticket and come watch it?
There you go. Did you hear that? He's corny as fuck. Stop giving me money. Yeah.
Some of these commentary dudes have my dick shoved.
So he knows who he is because he knows he's a commentary dude. Funny how that works, right? He just said it. These commentary dudes. So he's trying to say whoever you are, but he knew who he was.
Stop giving me money. Go suck your own dick, man. This motherfucker, Homeboy, whoever the fuck he is, keeps donating money, asking for clips of my stand-up. Why don't you pay for a ticket and come watch it? Some of these commentary dudes have my dick shoved so far down their fucking throats, they literally can't go a day without.
You see? He knew who he was. He was trying to be disrespectful about it.
Talking about me.
I know,
I'm literally paying their bills.
Amber Chick, why is he so obsessed with his dick? I mean, damn. He's damn near 40, making comment after comment about his dick. Please grow up, you coward. Period.
Yeah, mine too. I'm getting clipped up and thumbnailed on so many people's videos. It's hilarious. I'm just like, wow, y'all really got this type of time in your day to spend on somebody who you think isn't funny or isn't a comedian. Meanwhile, we got a show coming up at the Legion Theater on the 24th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be dope as fuck. It's going to be fun. We're also doing San Diego University, man. Y'all have to be here, San Diego.
I don't care.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're giving us the path, the blueprint. You're showing us the way. You've been helping us facilitate this goddamn podcast since we started. It's only been damn near almost 2 months. It hasn't even been 2 months yet.
They're doing their thing. You should check them out. Somebody donated $5 said everyone is trying real hard to bring you down, Def, but that really
Okay, nobody
just
cares
can't
about
go into
that.
the full picture of everything that's happening because it's not interesting to me. Like, it's gonna literally hurt part of what I'm doing. So I can't. In 2 years, you're gonna find out. Somebody donated $1. Oppressor Noodles, Bronson, piece of shit, Def, piece of shit. Okay, thank you for the $2. So I feel like this all got so out of hand. It did. It got fucking insane because there are people who are literally.
All right, so Augie tweets, not tweets, gives him $5 and thank you for doing a normal amount instead of $3.69. We have all the time, the money. Do you have a liquor license? Here we go.
Obsessed with this, and because somebody just put it in the chat. I can't directly talk about this, but there are people who I'm literally paying motherfuckers bills right now. Like, they can't go a day without it. They'll run with whatever false thing, and you know what's gonna happen? You know how full of shit they are? They'll run with a video that somebody published without any receipts, without anything showing anything. They just make up a bunch of lies.
Right.
And then I show in my response.
Do y'all think he answered that question? Do y'all think he answered that question?
I show all the receipts. I show everything, and they don't even cover that. They don't talk about it. So at this point, I'm just posting my side just so my side is out there. So all of you know exactly what my side is, and more so for the history of it.
Right.
So the history of it, so it's like archived, and you can know that it's there.
Right.
Meanwhile,
people are on the other side of the screen clipping up this and saying his side of the stories are all lies.
Yeah, his side of the story are all lies. He's showing his bank account. His bank account is a lie.
You can't win, man. You can't win. That's why we just got to focus on the work.
That's why we're only focusing on the work. I mean, we're responding to this now. Robin Tran said, you're acting like the internet was invented 2 minutes ago and you should have figured out how to deal with haters in 2006. Robin, I'm going to stop responding to your comments until you show up to one of our roast battles and you do it. That's when I'm actually going to respond to you. Show up to one of our roast battles, do it.
Pull up.
I'll book you against other comics, whoever you want.
I mean, for real, Robin Tran, she is lighting his ass up in that chat, and it is bothering the shit out of him.
If you want to bring your own comic, I have a guy who's a regular at Comedy Central, who's a regular at the store, who's done roast battles on television, who's showing up.
You and Robin should roast. You and Robin should roast.
Yeah, well, I'm more interested in roasting YouTubers. Robin is, I think, honestly, Robin is so good, I feel like she would just destroy.
And yet, you never roasted back. That's funny. Instead of roasting him back, you kicked him out. Hilarious.
That'd be great.
I would. Okay. Robin, so if you want to come through and destroy me, come on through.
Then you can actually write some jokes.
Yeah.
You can actually wrend some roasts, and then that can be the actual fucking build-up and the entertaining battle. It would be you and fucking Robin. That would be dope.
Yeah. Anyway, Robin, that's honestly what it is. Respond to my DM and pull up. Honestly, I'd love to have you on the show. Robin said, it's beneath me. Well, that's fine. If that's really how you want to just
But why are you in the chat?
Exactly. Why are you in the chat commenting,
Why are
tweeting
you
about
in the
it?
chat if it's beneath you?
She's just deflecting at this point. She's like, at this point, we called her bluff. She just wants to talk shit. That's honestly what it is. Just keep talking shit then. But I'm like, honestly, you're just embarrassing yourself if you don't show up. If you keep talking shit and don't show up and actually see what we're doing and what we're putting up with to do it.
I mean, I think if Robin would know, like, the behind the scenes of what's really going on, I think they would be on the other side of this conversation that they're on. But since they're probably getting, force-fed the information on the side of the screen that they're on, that it's affecting how they're looking at this situation.
Yeah.
Because I think if they would know the details behind what the fuck has happened here and what you're doing and what we plan on doing, I think they would also be on our side and be like, oh, this is actually really cool and this is really creative. I think a lot of comedians are now catching wind of it through the negative lens.
You know what? I think in reality, it could have been a really cool idea. The problem is how Dennis is activating the idea. That's the problem. That's the problem.
And
there are a lot of comedians reaching out. There are a lot.
Right,
Legit
right.
people. We had Los Digits, who's fucking amazing, was here, who does it at the Improv. We have Miranda, who hosts a show at the Improv.
September 11th.
Yeah, Comedy Wars. So this isn't
Brandon Cheeks in here.
Brandon Cheeks
from
in
the
here.
Laugh Factory.
Exactly. We got people, some really great people. Somebody donated 45, said, I used to be a hater, but after all these recent events, I got mad respect for you. Keep going and keep following your dreams. Appreciate it. Somebody donated 5. This is on some Gabby Hanna stuff. Then I zoom out and realize how you're coming across to the public. I'm just sharing my side, Maddie. If me sharing my side is making me seem like Gabby Hanna to you, then that's fine. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just here to share my side because there's so many people who are just doing the complete best that they.
All right, so here's Nicholas DiOrio. Oh, wasn't he? Wait, I saw that question. Danny, wasn't he fangirling Robin an hour ago? I just got here, but most positive he sounded the whole time. Yeah. And as soon as she said that you should have got over trolls back in 2006, it triggered him. All right, here's Nicholas DiOrio, gave 10. Dennis. Now, this was actually a pretty good one. Dennis, I am trying to make a factual video, and I have reached out to you for an interview. I understand your criticisms of people discussing you as of late. I have zero interest in misrepresentation. And I think that's what kind of spurred the fight today on Twitter.
They're framing me in the most negative light. So I'm sharing my side. I don't expect you to agree with me. I'm just here sharing it because at this point, that's all I got to do. I'm like fighting an uphill battle that like is getting steeper and steeper. So I just want to share my side so that people can, hear it out. That last super chat left, I can't see it anymore. Yo, Dennis and Steven, shout out Clout Route podcast. Hey, shout out to your podcast.
Hey.
Shout out to Clout Route.
Shout out to Clout Route.
I'm gonna start calling you Dennis the Generous. You were certainly generous in not beating that heckler's ass. Love y'all. Yeah. I mean,
it was no different than when we had fucking Christian
Walker here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got so much shit for that.
Yeah. It was like we're trying to be objective and cordial as we can, and it was the same thing. Just because the notion of the dude's behavior is to just destroy anything by any means necessary, he has that leeway.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be only so long until somebody.
Bingo, TL. How are you fighting a battle if you don't care what people think? But the sad thing is he does care what people think. He's not executing it well at all.
He fucked this dude up.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
So yeah, you keep
if he comes back to LA,
if
he comes back to LA, like we know a lot of people, like it's not even on me. There are people, other comedians that he offended who were like, bro, if I see that guy, I'm gonna fuck him up. It's like not even he doesn't know. Like he's picking fights that he's not gonna win.
Oh. No, absolutely not. Amber Chick, please delete that comment. Report their stream recording for violence or terrorism for threat. Amber Chick, please get rid of that comment. Anna Bile, we do not do that here. We are not snitches. We don't snitch. Sorry about that. We don't snitch here. That's the one thing, well, then you are in the wrong chat because we are not snitches here. We do not snitch. We have I do not have any respect for snitches. You're beneath me then. That's fine. Amber Chick, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. Yes. Anyways, as the great poet of tonight, TL says.
Can't breathe.
Exactly. This ain't H3's chat. Period. Point blank. Period.
That's a good punchline, bro.
Yeah, he's offending whole countries. He's offending everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Wow.
So Hannah donated $5. That musicians pull people off their stage that jump on all the time. I don't know why they're so butthurt about you. Yeah, because they're just trying to villainize me in any way they can. $5 from Elise said, it's obvious they're coming for you because you have balls. I support you. Also, I got stabbed in the back vibes from Tiana from the start. Come at me. No, you're right. You're right. I even said at the beginning, I said that she was really quiet. She didn't want to talk, right? She didn't talk at the podcast at all. And then all of a sudden, she's like running her mouth on TikTok, right? It's very suspicious to me how she was, it makes me feel like, and she used to talk about like, oh yeah, I'll just make a video about it if anything happens. Like people on TikTok believe me no matter what I say. That's the type of shit she would tell me. So, and I would like just say, all right, that's just how she is. But I appreciate you being
whatever, dude. Shut up. Shut up. Of course your fans are going to tell you that. They're literally virtually sucking your dick. Come on now. That's all he wants. Oh, right, TL? Right? H3 ain't going to say nothing about this because he knows he's wrong.
local and keeping us all entertained. I would tell you to leave the internet, but we all need an example of what not to be. Hey, shadow humor, that's up to you, bro. I don't give a shit. Call me whatever you want, a local, whatever the fuck you want. Dennis, do you think Salo will involve a lawyer over what happened during the last roast? Are you afraid? No, he's not going to do anything. He's cloud chasing. And I have my legal team, too. I talked to the LAPD. I have, bro, you don't understand. I have my ducks in a row, okay? She was afraid. We've seen the videos.
He's getting madder and matter and matter.
Bro. Well, it's a $16 an hour job. She ain't coming in with full energy and give it everything she got. I mean, if that's how you treat your jobs, then I suggest nobody hire you. It was a starter job. She had no experience whatsoever in the industry. Like, I would gladly, like the person I hired, I'm paying him way more because he has a lot of experience, a lot of genuine experience. So, you know, she has no experience whatsoever.
I feel sorry for said dude. Just saying.
Then why did you hire her? Because I wanted to train her. I thought
Yes, woo woo. Dennis wants to just scream, please like me, please. Yup.
she was like, she had interest in doing this, and I guess I learned my lesson. She had a TikTok following. I thought she was like, you know, she was like interested in social media, and you know, that was pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for the emails. I can show all of you right now. Somebody saying waiting for my refund. If you're waiting for your refund for the Vegas show, again, I told all of you that I will personally refund anybody who actually purchased tickets to go to the Vegas show. Okay, I'm showing you my email again. These are the emails that I just got right now. Okay, I'm dropping it right now.
Look at that Steven threats.
This is the so all you have. I will personally refund you. Personally, in the beginning of the video, there's a lot of shady shit that happened, but I will personally refund you.
Jesus, how many times do you say it?
So, and I will do right by you. Dennis stinks. He smells like poo-poo. Okay,
Great.
I appreciate it,
Thank
Brittany.
you for the fan mail. Thank you for the love.
Yeah, thank you for the love. So, by the way, here's tickets to the Super Roast Battles. They're live right now. You can purchase them. Tweet what the email is. If you have any friends, tell them. Do them a favor and not show their email so that they don't get, you know. But this is. So there was no way we were going to prepare for anything because she wasn't even here to do the preparation or even talk about it. And she would take a day and a half to respond to my DMs. So, I mean.
And like, just outside looking in, neither one of you were in the space of like, this is what we do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're coming from.
Jeffree Star should send him some blotting cloths or something for all this sweating. I know my petty ass certainly would if he had came at me doing the same damn thing.
Deanna's coming from working and living life, you know, working with us here, and then we're coming from the roast battle and dealing with the online shit while the Burning Man is playing. Like, anyone who's been in Burning Man or anything that's similar to like some Rainbow Gathering or any of that type of family type of shit, you know, like the preparation is at utmost. Though running this business, going out there for content, making sure everyone's on board, that's a whole different type of feat. Like, it sucks that people are not giving you any leeway and being like, yeah, well.
Okay, Inklet, I will say this. If theater is such high demand, then why do you keep promoting them? That's what you do. You constantly promote. You promote yourself. That's what you do. I can't get on him for promoting his shows. That's what he does.
It was obvious that things weren't fully set up and prepared. Given that, you know, Tiana wasn't fully even available that week leading up to the show. So it's like.
Yeah, so it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to, like, she wasn't even here. Like, how the fuck are we going to have a conversation? I showed you the text. She was responding like 3 days after, like a day and a half after, like, up until the moment. She tried to not go on Friday. Yeah. I was like, just confirm.
Oh, that's just him bitching about Tiana again. Okay, hold on.
What are you talking about? Who are you? You just another ghost hiding behind a profile with probably 30 other profiles.
Yep.
And it's funny. This is funny. I mean, you know, this is really cool. But come out to the Legion. We're going to have a great show, and we're going to have great security. So if you're trying to do a chant on some George Floyd shit, you will get your ass beat outside the Legion or any other spot that I'm at.
These people are trolling, bro. How can I get a refund and they send a dick pic, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? I can't share this, but somebody just said, oh, I sent you a pic. I sent you the. Somebody sent $1. Thank you, Sam. Somebody said, oh, I just sent you the refund. It's a.
Ugh. That was the podcast. That was the holy hell of a podcast. I'll do it, Amber. Don't you worry. I just sent you a DM. I'll do it, Amber. Believe me. I already saw. This guy is a public figure. Let that sink in. 100%, Stefanos. 100%. Man, he didn't learn from his Keemstar lawsuit to shut up about the contents of the lawsuit. Period, point blank, period. Now, I know. I know. Hold on a second. Okay, here he is right here. I believe he said he's holding a Twitter space tomorrow. I don't know how long this Twitter space is going to be. So we might end up doing another late show tomorrow, but it won't be about Deaf Noodles. I can tell you that. Yep, Twitter Spaces announcement. Here we go. Lord have mercy. I don't know why, but he don't have time. Twitter Spaces announcement. Me versus my haters versus my fans. 10 of my biggest haters challenge me. 10 of my biggest fans talk to me. This Wednesday. Wait, is that tomorrow? Oh, wait. All right, wait a minute. It's 2:36 in the morning. So that means, okay. So it's technically Tuesday. So technically tomorrow. All right, so it's Wednesday, September 9th at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is my time, 5 p.m. Tag who you think should join. Let me see who got tagged in this. I didn't get tagged in this, I don't think. Bo Black's, Nicholas Diorio, Edwin. Oh, I would love for Edwin. I would love for Bo Black's, Nick, Edwin, and Cavos to be in there. Tipster, Repzilla. See, it's funny. You got to do that Twitter Spaces, but you got to have those fans in there. You can't do it yourself. Because, listen, if he technically wanted to go one-on-one, you can do a Twitter Space and do a one-on-one. You don't have to have fangirls cheering you on, and you don't have to get dogpiled either. You could do it one-on-one. No, don't tag me. I'm not going up in there. I'm setting this one out. FBI's dad. Well, how you doing, FBI? Oh my God, Amber, check. Jesus, Lord have mercy. I'm not trying to fight against chicken heads. I'm not doing that again. Those chicks were so annoying last time. Oh my God, they were on his dick so hard. Period, point blank, period. Yes, they were. Believe me, I had to fight the chicken heads and the sidekick last time. It was fun. Actually, I think you can monetize a Twitter space, but I think you have to have a check mark to be able to do that. I don't know. I think you have to have a check mark to be able to do that. Because I know once you get a check mark, you can, like, sponsor tweets or whatever to make money off of it or something. There's some kind of monetization that can happen off of a check mark. If you have more than 1,000 followers, like I can monetize my Twitter, like have super followers or whatever, if I wanted to. TL's like, right, that's how I first heard of you. Well, ma'am, yeah, sorry about that screaming part because I didn't know how to, I shouldn't have adjusted my phone closer to my mouth, just saying. Yeah, he's having another Twitter space at Wednesday, September 9th, 2 p.m. Pacific. Wait a minute. He's an idiot. September 9th is on Friday. He says this... Wait a minute. He says this Wednesday, September 9th, 2 p.m. Pacific. September 9th is Friday. Let that sink in for a second. Yeah, he's going to do a Twitter space before the third roast battle. Well, nobody's going to the third roast battle. So which is it? Are you doing it Wednesday or are you doing it Friday? Which one are you doing? All right, guys. Any last comments or anything else y'all want to say before I leave? No, you don't need my laugh, Rambo. I love what you do, Rambo, but it creeps me out, not gonna lie. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know if that's what... I didn't see that tweet. It could have happened. I don't know. Flop Tina? Ma'am? Are you trying to divert people away from me? No, we're getting ready to end it. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night. And remember, as always, don't be like Deaf Noodles. And always, always keep that shit real. Bye.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss off, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs a man, a septic. Ain't no motherfucker in